All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. It's going to be amazing today. You guys are most welcome. Welcome, amazing people. Let's get into this conversation and have a thorough discussion today. I want to welcome you all. So if you're there, give me a thumbs up, say something in the chat. Let me know that you are there. Okay. All right. Thank you, Matilda. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How are you doing? I hope the weather is warming up in your location. Yeah, I'm just beginning a live stream and I'm waiting for people to, pop in so we can actually start. Oh, good to hear that you're doing okay. Thank God. How is Whitey treating you? Whitey hasn't been friendly to anybody these days, but we move. So today I'll be discussing about Korra Obidi, her latest public divorce issue, and as well I'll be talking about Two-Face Idibia's wife and brother that came to the public to settle their matter. Hey Ruth, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you both. I'm just starting this stream, yeah. And my topic for discussion today will be the latest divorce issue saga between Dr. Justin and Korra Obidi. And also in the stream, we'll be discussing about Idibia's elder brother, public embarrassment. And so we'll be talking about the embarrassment, the counter claim from Annie, and the boy coming back. When I say boy, and the man, he's not a boy, and the man coming back again to further add salt to injury. So these are what we'll be discussing today. But before we get that, I need to ask Ruth. Hey, Korra, thank you for joining today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. So, Ruth, I have a question for you. Though I've seen your reply on my comment on your video. The indications, we really need to talk on that because sometimes I don't understand YT, if I'll put it that way. You see high the both indicators you're talking about, on high note, but still it doesn't get much views anyway. So I'm gonna connect with you on Instagram so that we'll take it from there. Okay. Thank you, Octavia. Trending Gist with Octavia. Korra, thank you for joining me today. You guys are really amazing. I'm so glad I have you guys here. This is an open session, so if you want to hop in, you can hop in as well. Let me see if I can share myself out. How do I share myself? Okay, I've seen it. I've seen it, guys. So I'm also going to be dropping the link for anyone that wants to pop in. Yeah, definitely. Ruth, I'm going to get you on Instagram. We can even connect on WhatsApp. So we can review that, at the same time. Sometimes it's confusing, but we we continue to move. So if you want to jump in with me, please feel free to hop in. I've shared the link as well. And the discussion today, I don't know if Trending Gist, if you're still there, I don't know if you carried that. I keep messing my hair up. One should go by the side. Yeah. Okay, on the CMP. Okay, that's good, Ruth. That's really good. I tried to work on that last year when I joined YouTube. I just got frustrated and stopped. But I know for countries, I know America, Canada, that CMPs are really very high. But for India, Nigeria, African countries is actually very low. But I don't understand this that much. They say one is cost per mile, the other one is I don't know. I don't know. If you really get further details on that, please make a video on that. A lot of us will be very, very interested to watch. All right. So thank you so much, Octavia, for sharing me out. Thank you. I appreciate. Please, if you're in the comment section, kindly share this video because I need people's opinion on this matter. Last night, yesterday rather, um, Justin, Dr. Justin, right? Korra's ex-husband. I will say S now because from that video I watched, he said, I divorced Korra, I divorced Korra. So I don't know if their divorce is final, but I think it might be final for him to have used the word I divorced. So yesterday he was talking about not being able to see his children. At least it might take about a month before the court to finalize, and also saying that he's going to fight. That one I don't understand though. He's going to fight to get full custody and take the kids away from Korra. That Korra is going to put them endanger the children. So these are the topics we need to discuss today. Trending G's, hopping. Let's talk about it. Ruth, I need to hear your opinion as well and what you guys think about this. And another thing I'll be discussing in the course of this stream will be Idibia's elder brother's public embarrassment and Anne's counterclaim, and as well the brother came to add injury to add salt to the injury he actually instituted. So if you're ready, let's get into it. I'm going to be giving my opinion until I have anybody in the stream. So that video Justin made yesterday, I really feel so sorry for both of them. I really do. Sorry, guys. And the reason why I said I feel sorry for both of them, the girl, after giving birth, 2 days after, I think she was on social media. And then maybe a week after, the man said that he's filing for a divorce. So the problem they have here is inability to keep their problems to themselves, or even just by the walls of their home. You bringing such matter to the public is going to tear you down and even cause more damage than good. I've heard in the girl's video where she said that people are telling her to be off social media. Are they going to pay her bill? Do they know how she makes her money and all of that? We know money, 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 money. Money is a big problem. It's a big problem anywhere, in any relationship. Money most times is the problem. So because she's making money on social media, she continued to be on social media. She continued to feed her fans, and at the same time, continue to fuel the problem. All right, okay, okay, Mel. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting. Thank you. So you being on social media did not help matter. We all know that you're using social media to pay your bills, but you don't have to give a live audience, where people will be asking you some funny question, and you can do your thing without live audience. You can actually remove comments and still do your live video. Don't make it, because people are going to ask you frustrating questions. You're going to be embarrassed. You're going to be, you know, in any way you think about it, they both did not do well. Justin bringing that out to the social media, that was the worst decision ever. You don't come to social media to curry for favor so that the public will pity you and be on your side. You're causing damage to yourself, in one word or the other, because assuming you have 1 million followers or subscribers or viewers, not that 1 million will support you. You might get support from 100,000, but what happens to the rest of the 900,000? So you're going to get more hate than love on social media. It's just the truth, because the way you say something might offend the person listening to you, or the person reading your comment, or whatever. So there is no way bringing that thing to the public media helped in their situation. And definitely is even getting worse. A lot of people go through divorce. Nobody here, people don't hear about it, and everybody move on. Their own is becoming very dramatic because it's in the social media. Any angle you click on YouTube, you see their video. Any angle you click on Instagram, their video is there. I don't even know what is wrong with both of them, sincerely. Justin did a horrible thing bringing that to the social media. Then Korra on her part is not even taking a break. She's not even coming down. She kept on doing her live stream and all, what have you, and kept on fueling the whole matter. There is a way you have to damn situation for your mental state. Honestly, mental health is very important. Now it has come to Justin telling us details and that we are not even supposed to hear. Please, when they were doing lovey, 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 people were enjoying it. Now they are doing basbos. People are getting upset. The point here is there are some things that should be kept in the house, in your home. You shouldn't even meet, come outside your garage door, if I will put it that way. It should be inside your home. Discuss with your wives, deliberate with her. If you can get help, look for mediation. If you can't get help through mediation, go to court, not the court of public opinion. Go to the legal court so that they can help you decide your case, and everybody will walk their separate ways. But when you come to public opinion court, you're going to definitely be torn into pieces. So they haven't helped their case at all in any form. That one I watched yesterday, he's saying he's going to fight for for full custody of the children. I said, I don't know what Korra is saying. I don't know her reaction. If any of you, has come across that, if you guys know what's her name, Korra's reaction to that video, please share with me, because I'm open for this discussion. But I don't think Korra is going to give up the custody of her children. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think she's going to give up the custody of her children. And whatever it is that Justin has against this girl, that he was saying, my mother is going to come to the open court and give testimony to that, give testimony to this, testimony to that. I hope Korra has her own her own receipts, to back it up, because it's going to be a horrible divorce. A very, very, very bad, bitter divorce that you wouldn't want to use your eyes to like sight the other person on the street or anywhere at the end of the day. Thank you so much, Pat Ayaba. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Somebody is awake in my house. Hey guys, give me 1 second. Hey, this man. Sorry, guys, my little one just woke up this now. Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Welcome, Vivian's Oko's World. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, Octavia Korra is saying that Justin is behaving like a mama's boy. It's so evident from what he was saying yesterday. My mommy is going to testify to this, that they're messing their situation up big time. It's going to be a very, very terrible divorce. Honestly, it's going to be bad, 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 bad. I remember making a video about this. I announced it when people were still speculating that it could be prank. They just want to, get social media um, chase and all of that. I said no. There is no way this guy will come to social media and be talking about this thing. That it is real. It's no prank. I guess a lot of people were still doubting after that because his work, his job is at stake. His client, his life, everything about him is now in the public. So there is no way. There is no way. And it's okay with that video yesterday. You saw where he broke down. Okay. So at this point, even his mental health will be evaluated. Remember, he works with clients, he works with human beings. So, and there is regulations that guide those. Excuse me, guys. Honestly, Vivian said, God forbid this kind husband. I tell you, the guy, hey, the guy did the worst thing he did was coming to social media where he knew he could get Korra. When you're fighting dirty, you have to be strategic on your fight. And this guy fought Korra big time by coming to the public, because him coming to the public to break that news a week after she gave birth was where he was going to get Korra like this. I got you. That kind of situation. That was what he did. And that worked for him because a lot of people came bashing Korra. Oh my God. The girl already is not appealing to a lot of people. So opportunity now came for people to like tear her into pieces, whatever that is remaining of her on social media. But now it's getting dirty. Um, I was not so happy. Oh, I have Vivian here. Let me add her. Oh, the she go? Okay. I was not so happy when he was saying I'm going to get full custody. The way I judge things, I will first put myself into the person's shoes, you understand, to see if I can feel that pain. So I try to be very, to empathize with the person in whatever they are going through. So I was like, you're going to fight for full custody. What happens to the mother of the children? Hey, I said that one no go happen with me. Oh, God knows. Hi, Vivian. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
welcome. So today we are talking about Korra Obidi's saga. It has continued to trend. Yesterday, the husband came on social media saying all
Yes.
sorts of things, giving further details on what transpired and that he has gotten a divorce and what have you. I believe you saw the video yesterday.
I saw it. I saw it, and I really
My
felt.
sister, can you give us what your opinion is on this one? Thank you, Priska, for joining me today. Thank you
You
all.
know, there's a video I saw like 2 days ago. I didn't just want to comment on that video because people we tend to have different, was would I say, mindset or conclusion when stuff like this are going on. We have to be very careful when giving our own opinion regarding anything that has to do with marriage. Being that the man is a white man, the person was like, association of Oyibo wife. Not be by Oyibo wife matter be this. Oh. This one are the man on his own. Because we also have black men that can even be worse than this kind of man. Not just God, not everybody they pray for God. Just God. I feel sorry for Korra because she being in the public eye and also the way she dresses now, that lady, even at this point, she's even doing worse now, even the way she dressed. It is so obvious that this thing of dressing the way she's dressing is just something that she loves, and we all have to just accept her like that, not to also judge her. Because deep down, we can see that Korra is a very loving and sweet lady. Also, is what's his name? The Justin. But what I don't understand is that if there was ever love between these two people, what is it that she has done that could even make you to be acting this way? What is that she did that you can't forgive? And he's claiming that he loves the children. How can you love your children and then you hate the mother of your children? How is that possible?
Yeah, I understand, but when love is completely broken, there is nothing else. Is bitterness. There is this movie I watched growing up, The Thin Line Between Love and Hate. If you
That's
watch
true.
that video, it was love, 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 love. That guy, I think he cheated on the wife, on something like that. The way the girl destroyed a home they built for about 12 years, just in a
Mm,
twinkle of an eye. So love can be sweet, and at the same time it can turn bitter, just like a
exactly.
360 degrees.
Exactly.
But Justin did not do well bringing it to the public, but I guess
At all.
he meant to destroy that girl, if you really ask for something in my speakers. Coming on social media to like make such an announcement is where he knew definitely, if I do this, I'm gonna get her attention. You understand?
But I don't know. What I don't understand is that except the lost how am I going to put it now? The system of law in America is different because how can you be thinking of doing something that hasn't been finalized yet and you are bringing it to the public? And then there's something he said in that his video yesterday. He continuously telling the public that now that he needs the public to sustain him. He needs the public to help him. Like in what sense? Like if you are a reasonable man, if you use your common sense, like up till now, you've brought your marital issues to the public. Has there been any solution so far? Nothing. Like, is it that this man is just looking for his seeking for publicity? I don't even know what he's looking for because I don't think he's on this what he's doing for a solution. Because definitely he's never going to get a solution from all of this that he's doing. And with also one thing I noticed that he's very careful in reading comments.
Mhm.
He's reading comment and replying to comments, getting different ideas and just people different what's it called, different opinion. We don't really know what this man is looking for. But one thing I can assure you, he just want he's like he wants to when someone is determined to ruin someone's career, someone's
Yes.
life.
Yes, I think they are both doing
Sorry,
too
I don't
much.
want to jump into conclusion, but I'm beginning to think that the problem that they are having is a financial problem. Is it that Cora is making more money than I don't want to jump into conclusion, but I don't what is going on? Because okay, now there's something else Cora also did yesterday. She hasn't really said anything so far, but you can feel deep down that that girl, she's in pain.
Of
She
course.
is pain because okay, you that tell you are a doctor, how can you be a doctor? not even up to 3 days that your wife gave birth.
He's not a doctor, please. He's a, I think, a chiropractor. That's what he is. So he works with bones and all of that. So
Okay.
he's not a
Okay.
medical doctor, but she
Okay.
should be able. Haven't done 3 years course studying that what he's doing now. It's just a 3-year master's program. Then you become you sit for board and get certification. So he's not a doctor, but they call them doctors, but they are not medical doctors. So
Oh, okay. But even at that, he should at least use his common sense now.
that's what we say. Vivian, see what he did. Maybe he wanted to do that before Korra gave birth, but on a second thought, maybe Korra pleaded, please, not this time. At least let the baby come.
Ah,
So the
okay.
moment the baby come, he felt there was nothing else, and he said they had a fight. You understand? When the Korra was saying, "I regretted having June," I regretted having June. Some people don't take those kind of words lightly, and he coming out to say it because internet, they say, does not forget.
At
By the
all.
time June gets to 7 and 8, but let me say 8 because I have an 8-year-old at home. If June happens to find this video we are talking about today when she's 8 years old, that mommy said I regretted having you, do you know what impact is going to be? So that girl will completely start hating the mother based on what she heard the father say. So the
Yeah.
guy is building evidence against Korra.
That man a wicked man.
I'm
God
telling you
forbid.
sincerely, he's building evidence, public evidence, so that as he's sharing those information, people in the comment section, yeah, that's how African women behave. They are so this, they are so,
A majority of the people making all these comments, they are all women. Women,
yes,
we are now we be our own problem. Now we be our own enemy. And at the end of the day, they will say, keep on preaching women, supporting women. Where? This is so heartbreaking. I really, like, when I watched that video yesterday, I was like, what is wrong with this man? And it even got to the point that I believe he asked Korra to leave the house because yesterday Korra, okay, someone else joined.
yeah. I just
Korra,
saw some trending gist with Octavia.
yeah, okay, yeah. So
You said
uh,
as yesterday, Korra.
yeah, she did a live stream yesterday that she's packing, she's leaving that house. She's leaving that house. She got a new house. Yes. You are on mute. We can't hear you anymore.
Wow, this
Yes.
is really is this is what they call kind of Nollywood kind of a messy divorce. Is going to get worse. I'm gonna welcome Nzube to the stream.
Majority of us, even including me, we all concluded that probably it was a publicity for Korra, being that she just published her book.
Yeah.
Well, like it got like it was after some time that I was now beginning to think that no, this is not a publicity. This is something that is actually very serious.
Mm-hmm.
Because me, I'm just trying to be transparent here. Initially, I thought it was a publicity for her that she just published her book. But this
Yeah.
man,
The moment I saw
even
that, I said, no, this is not publicly because we're like, they were joking. Remember, Banigo broke
yes,
the news on YouTube. So we're all there. They were joking. No, you can't be serious. I said, Baniga, who are those people? She gave the name. I went straight to their Instagram. Then a day after, I said, no. I now research on the guy. See, the guy has a profession. You understand? Yeah,
yeah,
we have regulations, serious regulations that guide anything you do in the US. You understand? And for you to have an office, you must have been certified. So you passed the board. And then for you to come and rubbish that office, that wasn't a publicity stunt. So let me welcome Octavia and welcome Nzube. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today.
guys,
And you
you're
guys
welcome.
can feel free to jump into this discussion. We're having discussion on Korra Obidi's continues a marriage saga because yesterday another video came out where the husband is giving evidence saying that the mother was a witness, and then he's going to fight for full custody of the children. So I was like, no, 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 just slow down, gentlemen. So let me know what your thoughts are and then you guys can take up the floor to give us your opinion on this.
Okay, hello, sis Vivian. We're here again. Hello, sis Oyoyo. Hi, Octavia. Okay.
Hello, Zubek.
So
Hello,
how many
host.
seconds
Hello, Viv.
what's it called, on your
Thank you
title?
for
I'm seeing Korra, Obidi, and Annie Idibia. So which of them are we discussing? Host, I can't hear you.
We are discussing Korra Obidi's latest update on their divorce saga. So we're also going to
Yeah.
talk about Annie Dibia much later, but let's just take it one after the other.
Okay. Um, this their matter self passed me. This Korra zone. I initially, let me just speak my mind. Initially, I felt like the man was, you know how men are known to bottle up emotions. So I felt like, okay, for once, let the male gender be given, um, be allowed to express themselves. So I felt like, okay, he's probably pained from something that happened and all of that, you know. Um, but at some point, I became irritated because I also felt like if this is what you want, and if you love your children so much, you shouldn't bring this to the public. When you married her, you went to a family to marry her. You didn't come on social media to marry her. So you should have as well gone to her family and say, you know what? The paper of this contract we will sign. I don't tire, I want here, you know. So, and this recent video you're talking about, I'll be very honest. When I came across it, was it sometime yesterday? I scrolled past. I just didn't want to listen to him because I felt like he wasn't making any sense. Even if he was saying a whole lot of things, I just listened to bits. I didn't even bother, I just didn't bother continuing. I didn't even bother because when I heard him say, Cora said he regrets having June, and I try to imagine what his intentions are for even coming out to say such a thing. If not for anything, for the sake of his
Do
kids.
you want to know what intention is? He's building up evidence because now the divorce is getting messy. So they are going to court. And those things he was saying yesterday, that my mother was on the phone, my mother is going to come and testify in the open court, is just to make Cora look so terrible by the time you provide all this evidence, especially those in the comment section replying him, yeah, Cora is a very bad girl, blah, blah, blah. So he's going to gather evidence and then use that against her in the court. Remember, he said he's going for full custody. So my take on this, I hope Cora on her own is, kept some receipts. You understand? Because
Yeah,
some of us, if you do something to us, we don't even remember it the next day. Well, some
yeah,
people document, they will write dates. The other day,
yeah,
he called me an A, date, time, and period, and the situation. They
yeah.
even record in the. You think they are just using their phone? They are recording you.
Very true.
So I hope
Very true.
Cora gathered her own, no, because the way
I
it's going. Hmm.
I hope so too, because I feel like, yeah, even if you were married to this person, you should also be able to know the kind of person you're dealing with. Okay. I'll just say this. If she knows that whoever she married, even before now, it doesn't have to be until something bad happens. It's a very detailed person that keeps records of things, and by the time this thing had started, well, I hope, just like you said, I hope she kept evidences. Okay. Um, it is bad that it has gotten to this point. I see that she's not even saying anything. Okay, I'm not saying that coming out to say something about it now would change
Yeah,
whatever it is
she
that
not
has.
saying anything is the best thing anybody could think of. Honestly, even when if they go to court, they are going to applaud her for even keeping the affairs out of social media. You understand? So Justin
Yeah,
is trying to gather evidence, but he's making himself look so stupid. Because when you get to the court, they will say, okay, you have these grievances against this person. Did you report to the police? That's the first thing the judge will ask you. You did not report to the police. So where did you report to? I reported on Instagram. Is Instagram where you settle matter? his ex know. So they are going to take it. He's just messing it up. That's the way, the much I can say. But Korra is playing the bigger person here. Let me even read comment. Thank you
Yeah,
so
that's
much. Yeah, let me just read comment and welcome somebody. Thank you, Baningo, for joining us. Indeed, he's a useless Oyibo man. She doesn't owe anyone anything. She just okay, Mel said not really Baningo. So I know Mel is going to answer that. Baningo said she should just keep being quiet. He's a crybaby. Of course, crybaby, that we know. So let me allow Zube to finish, and Mel, you can also chip in what you want to say. Thank you, ladies.
Okay, I'll just say that, well, I like the fact that she's really not talking, but even if I know that deep down she's in pain, because it's really not easy to come online and see all of these things and your heart is blowing up and you can't come out to, you know, say anything. Not because you can't, not because anybody would beat you if you do it, but for some reason you have decided to just stay quiet. Maybe for her children, I really do not know, or for whatever. Okay, my main concern here is the kids. The kids are my main concern, not even what the man is doing. It's really going to affect. People have issues. People decide to go their separate ways. Probably you probably realize that it's not working, okay, and you consider the children. You want the children to have, if he loves those children, if he truly loves those children, this is my take, my one is even about the kids. If he truly loves those kids, he would not want to do anything that would make them look at their mom like a bad person, okay, because he would want them to have that motherly love. Just like you said, I was listening to you say you have an 8-year-old. Imagine the daughter, reaching that age and seeing these videos and hearing that her mom didn't want her, or her mom regretted her coming into the world. It will really break her. It would leave a mark, even if she would get to understand it later, but it would still, leave a mark in her heart. Is going to affect her. So, if he truly loves his children like he claims, he would not. People are sitting on a lot of things, people are going through a lot of things, but for the sake of their children, you could decide, if you feel like you guys cannot, live together anymore, you could decide to go your separate ways, but make sure that the kids are not affected in any way. So I just feel like all of this, his drama and gathering evidences and not considering his children, makes him a very sneaky person. Okay, initially, just like I said, I was giving him that benefit of doubt when the first video came out. I didn't think it was, it was a a publicity stunt or whatever. I felt, oh, okay, something probably must have happened, and he's in pain, and because we have seen the male gender to be the gender that doesn't express emotions, because we always see them as the stronger people, the stronger gender. Most times they don't come out to speak up when things happen. Most times it's the women coming out to speak up. So I felt like, okay, for once, let the male gender be allowed to you know, express himself. So at this point, seeing that video again, yes, seeing another video, sorry, again yesterday, I got irritated. Really, I got irritated. I think I just listened to the part where he said she regretted having June, and that was just it. And I just scrolled past, like, I beg, this man should just carry his nonsense. I feel like he's seeking for attention, seeking for pity, seeking for, I don't know, trying to justify whatever nonsense that he is doing, but it's really not going to do him any good. Okay, so
Absolutely, you said it right. It's not gonna do him any good because, like I said, they have a process of divorce in the US. If you feel your life is in danger, if you feel, you can go straight to the court, and it's so easy. You don't even need to debate back and forth. Why do you have to divorce? No, people go to Las Vegas, for example, and get married in Vegas. Just somebody you met in the bus going to Vegas. When you get there, you get married because probably you were drunk. Then the next morning you woke up. You now say a ring. I say, when did this happen? They say that's your marriage certificate. They say, you know what, George, I'm done. I don't know when this happened. Yeah, it was the influence of alcohol. So you can get divorced the moment after. You understand? You can get divorced anytime you want if you don't want to continue, especially when you feel your life is in danger. you're no longer happy, your mental state, like he tried to cry out initially. So coming to social media to tell us we are the social media court, okay? We are the internet witnesses, jury and judge. That's what all of us are. So he came to tell us that he's getting divorced, and our help is not helping him, because he will still have to go back and do the right thing by going through the court. So let me allow Mel to say something here. Mel, take the stage. If you're there at the background, let's hear what your opinion and what your thought is.
Hello, host. Hello, co-host, and hello, everyone in the chat. Oh, thank you for having me, host. Okay, so I want to start from what Vivian also said that, and Uzube said the same thing also. And I even on YouTube, a lot of people have been asking, why did he come out with this? Like, why did he even speak in the first place? What was his goal? What was his aim? So I will just start from that. Let me explain something. When you know someone's weak point, when you're fighting that way, you hit the person.
Yeah.
When you're in love with someone, you know the person's weak point. You've been studying the person, doing everything, but you're not thinking of hurting that person because you love the person. Now, love has turned into hate. What do? You hit where it hurts most.
That's what I said.
If some people are fighting with you and they want to kill you, they know the parts of your body where to hit and you will not survive it. So that's what he did. Her husband, Korra's husband, knows that her life is social media.
Yes.
So what did he do? He came out on social media, and his goal was to taint her image. She makes her money from social media. Imagine if he had succeeded in making everyone turn against her. She has a new book that is out. People will stop buying if people had believed and supported him and took his side, because that's what he was trying to achieve, because he was upset with this woman. He was ready to divorce. You heard all the kind of words he was calling, names, he was calling her, the kind of nasty things he was saying. So he wanted to just destroy her career, everything, because he knows that she's always online. You can imagine, even with the fight, she's still online. So that's not going to change anything. And then talking about the fact that the man is a bad man, can we also watch Korra's older videos? Because when this thing started, any video I see that anybody posted about Korra and her husband, old videos, I want to watch them. Because I want to see the body language. I want to see everything. And from what all the videos I have seen, you will notice that it's almost like Korra is forcing, trying to present a kind of perfect story to her followers online, which a lot of celebrities do worldwide.
Yes.
So it's almost like the guy is not really someone that necessarily wants to be in front of camera, but she wants to whine on him. The same thing that her friend Jane Mena, I'm saying Jane Mena's name because she too, her saga was up recently, a few months ago. So the same thing that they are doing. Remember that men, they have their ego, sometimes these things you're doing, they might not be 100% supportive, but they just want to say, okay, since it's something you love, you do it. But now you want to even force him to come and join you to do that thing that you know that behind the scene he's not 100%, or he feels like you're paying too much attention to your social media than your marriage, him, the kids, or whatever. Or even though you people don't have kids yet, just him. You as a YouTuber, think of how much time. And yet we're all still very small YouTubers, not as if we have 100 million followers. But think of how much time that it takes for you to film a video, edit, and all of that. And sometimes you have to stop, go and cook. Some people go pick the kids from school. You will have to close from work before you edit a video if you don't have the time. But these people, they've gotten to the place where they're under pressure. People like Korra Obidi with 1 million, she has 1 point something million in Instagram alone. I don't know how many she has on Facebook.
She has over 1 million on TikTok now. She's got
okay. So she has. So let's just say almost all the platforms she has 1 million plus. So she's under pressure to keep creating content. So Think
No,
of
no.
how many
I'm
hours.
going to say something. She's not under pressure to create content. It's the money drive that is making the content. She wants to
It's
make
the
money.
money that's putting her under the pressure. Now you want to make the money, so you have to pump out content, right?
Now you're talking.
So, but that's the thing. So that money, I want the money. I want to, my fans. And some people, it's not really the money. It's even the fans. Some people, the first thing is the fans. I'm now famous. People love me. People,
Forget the fans. If the money is not coming, it's not, and the people should be real and stop deceiving themselves. Assuming that thing is not fetching money, they will even remember the fans. Is the money drive? Okay, now they move to a new home in beachfront. Korra, you live overseas. You know what it is to live in
yeah,
beachfront. You know it's not more rent. So you
yeah,
live in beachfront. You just moved over. I think they moved in January, right? Then
yeah,
you're not having this thing. Maybe your income is going to be slowed down if you're not popping out a video. So she had to
yeah.
continue to create those content for that money to continue to come, especially now that Justin is leaving. So every bill, everything is solely on her. You understand?
True. And for the fact that people are saying Korra is not speaking, that girl is smart. She's smart. She knows what she's not speaking because she has her book out. She doesn't want to say anything that will later on they will find out that you lied. Immediately she says anything that is not true, and the guy is able to bring out proof that this is, what she said on social media is contrary to what actually happened. People will turn against her. So hence she's quiet. She wants her book. If you people are still buying the book as the saga is going on, that's why she's not talking, and she's not going to talk until a long, long time.
Yes.
Because Korra wants to cash out. She knows that there are people supporting her as a lady that just put to bed, you know. And some people are supporting her because she's a woman. Some people are supporting her because the man came out to talk. Now they are upset that he spoke out, So Korra wants to use all of this to her own favor. She's in pain. Like, of course, it's obvious in all her videos. I saw the last video I think she did yesterday or early this morning, depending on US time. So she's talking about she's moving out of the house. She's taking her tablets for after natal tablets, and then she's making up. She's like, why am I even making up if I'm moving out of the house? And she's trying to, but you could still see that something like it's not just there. The Korra that people used to know is not really there, but she's trying to put up this whole face. She been with that man for I don't know how many years they've been married. And she should have known that he's someone that brings in his mother in every little thing. And I hope that she didn't make that statement that he said, but it might be that she did, because from him saying that other older video he posted when he was saying repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope that she didn't say she regretted ever having those kids.
Yeah, because that one is so damaging for any judge to hear. Is going to completely ruin her case. But notwithstanding, people say things in anger. So every human being will understand that. But I believe she said those words. But because it could be maybe she was pregnant and they now had to do marriage. You understand? So maybe she regretted the whole process. I don't know. But
okay. Sorry, please. Real quick, I want to say something. Mel, right? She said something about sometimes men do not want to be in the public eye, something like that. Something about her trying to force him to trying to put him in the public eye, like seeing videos of her whining and dancing and like trying to force him into the videos she makes and all of that. First off, and then you refer to Jemenabi. Sorry if I'm murdering the name, but they didn't just start dancing when these people got married to them. They had been doing it. So what I'm trying to say is this: if you know that you're not okay with this person, like this thing this person is doing for a living is not really what you would want. Okay, and I feel like that is where friendship comes in. If you know that this person is the kind of person that will probably want to put the family out there, there are things you don't need to be told. There are really things you don't need to be told. You know that this person, this is what this person does, and you know your man ego can't take it. you shouldn't even marry the person in the first place. It's as good as that. You should not even marry the person in the first place.
No, I
Okay.
have something to say here, Nzube. It's not that easy when it comes to marriage, and then when it comes to social media. We should remember social media, exploded over maybe about 15 years ago that it exploded. But people evolve. You understand? They do. Secondly, the guy also is on social media, but maybe on a low key, but this other person is on social media on a high tension. You understand? I'm gonna use myself as an example. I'm very active on social media because now have YouTube. Initially, it was my Facebook. My Facebook was very long before I started YouTube. My old videos on Facebook, you see me, I walk into a Walmart to buy something and they are playing my best music. I will just start dancing and video myself, do live. You understand? Because I love the music I was hearing and I really don't care. But my husband doesn't have any single Facebook account, even Twitter, LinkedIn, no. Again, because of some people's profession, they don't want to be on Facebook. Not that they don't like it, but they have to respect that profession. They don't want to be on Facebook. You understand? My husband said, I hope you're not putting me on Facebook. But now he has realized that I'm not going anywhere with this social media thing. That I'm on social media, I'm on social media. I'm on Twitter, I'm on, what is it called? Instagram. So you're out there. And this other guy is seeing that people on social media are getting customers from social media. So it might be a good platform for him to like expand his clientele. So he wouldn't say, no, I don't want social media. No, no, no. There is no young person in the US that is not into social media. No young person. The people you'll be seeing that they're not, even the older people themselves are on social media. Talk more of young people. No, no, no. There is no way the guy will say, okay, I know she's a social media thing. That's where she makes her money. That's income. So he's not going to say stop social media. He's going to try to support. But when you make it a mandatory support, that's where it becomes a problem. Like Mel said, if you watch their old videos,
Exactly.
you see what's her name, Korra, trying to like do the body language there was completely off. But people were blind to see it because they'll come and kiss, lovey dovey and all of that. But people were not seeing the cues. So that is her income. If she's on Instagram, TikTok, and she's making, let's assume she's making $20,000 a month, and the husband, as a doctor, is bringing in $7,000 a month. There is no way you're going to tell that woman withdraw from social media so that marriage will work. The man will not even say it because
I'm
they
not.
need
I'm
those.
not.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Go
This is my
ahead.
point here. Of course, I know that he wouldn't tell her. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm not saying that he would tell her to withdraw, but this is my point here. I don't think Cora's marriage is up to 10 years. I don't think it's up to 10 years. So I'm sure he must have, in fact, when she was pregnant for her first child, she went for a certain dance competition. Okay, so I feel like this, I've seen YouTubers here say things like, I wouldn't want to mention him, say things like, oh, okay, their husband accepted for them to come on YouTube, but on one condition, you don't bring myself and the kids to YouTube. And she's like, fine, she'll do her thing. So if he's not completely in support, like if he doesn't want to be there should be like an agreement, like this is what you want. That's why you should talk. When you are in a marriage or in a relation, you should talk. I would not, you can't meet me now and then you want to change me from who I am, from what I do, simply because I'm not saying he's trying to change her anyways. But if you feel like, okay, it's becoming too much, or you feel she's overdoing it, you could tell her, do your thing, but you do not want to always be in the face of people. I really don't know how to explain it, but I'm saying it because Mel said you could see that most times she's trying to force. There's really everybody's marriage does not have to be on social media. I've seen actresses who till today we don't know the faces of their husband, and they are married, they have children. We don't even know the faces of their children. Okay, someone like Jimmy came out to say that he's had, is it two failed marriages? Nobody knew that. If not that he came out to say, probably people close to him, and that nobody, he has kids, and nobody knows the faces of his kids. Okay, and he was, he was sincere enough to say that his last marriage crashed because his mom died and he could not put his emotions together. Some people are not that sincere. Some people would always want to blame whatever that happens in their marriage on some other people. But he was sincere enough to say, he says, you know what? Because the lady came out and said, this is not the person I married. He was not just himself. And then he said, I know, and that he needs to take some time off. Okay. If you can wait, fine. I'd appreciate it. But if not, and she said no, that she can't, and she moved on. Okay, so at the end of the day, I mean, if he wanted someone who would be in the eyes of the world, I'm sure he would have gone for someone. But the person he even married, so well, in his interview, said some people say, oh, the person doesn't even fit him and all of that. So what I'm trying to say is this: there should be. If I don't see Korra as someone, okay, I could be wrong, as someone who you would have such conversations with, and she wouldn't understand. If you feel you do not always want to be out there, okay, once in a while you want to, show your face, but it shouldn't be like, oh, okay, you're trying to drag him into every video. You talk. That's what I'm trying to say. You talk. Even for the Janema, which day did the Janema be Jamena? Which day did she get married? Did the guy not know that on her marriage day she was twerking? On the day they were paying her bribe, she was twerking with her whole traditional whatever. She was twerking. So if the guy knew that he wasn't ready for all of that, okay, well, since I know you twerk, be twerking your thing, no, but don't drag me into the twerking whatever on social media. It's as good as that. So I hate the fact that people would make these mistakes in private. You don't talk about these things, you don't agree on these things, and then you get into it, then at the end of the day, you start hearing different kind of things that could have been avoided just by having conversations.
Yeah, let me say, let's not assume that they've not been talking. I believe they've both been talking, but sometimes we can talk all we want, but how about the listening ears? If they don't give each other listening ears, the talk is as good as nothing. So here, the point is that Justin made a mistake of bringing this to the social media, but I knew, or rather, I won't say I knew, I believe that his action is to get Korra's attention, and he did. He succeeded in getting Korra's attention because the lady lives for the media. That's her income. That's her means a source of earning. He's not doing any, I mean, she's not doing any 8, 9 to 5 job or anything apart from this social media. So for Justin, we even say it was because of, no, because he knew that this girl is a dancer. He's an exotic dancer. She's an exotic dancer. She's this, she's that. Before they go into it, you understand. But the thing is this: how was Korra's behavior in the rest of the marriage? That's why I said it initially. I hope she has receipts, because this guy is like he was calculated from the get-go. He was keeping receipt of everything Korra did. I hope Korra on her part also kept receipts, because if they head to court, especially with that utterance, I regret having June. No judge, even if the judge is a devil, no judge will be happy with that statement. Mel said that she hoped the girl did not say that. And we know why we are saying this thing, because people are very sensitive to such situations. So I'm going to be welcoming people in the chat room before we get back to Mel. Thank you so much, Nazo Eze Otonwa Special, for joining. Thank you, Sister Ifechi, for joining us today. Thank you, Lucy Insight. Vivian, thank you, because we need to have you back on the platform. Thank you, Priska, for holding forth. Thank you, Mansa Queen, our own very celebrity, YouTube celebrity. Thank you for joining us. So the link is there in the comment section. If you want to jump in, please feel free to jump in. Let's deliberate together, okay? We are discussing Korra Obidi's continued saga, and then later we'll be talking about Idibia's brother's statement. So I will read few comments as well. So Mansa said, at the same time, she also knew all that before getting into the marriage. I like to dance with 1 yard. Master is talking like an African woman now. I like to dance with 1 yard cloth. You can also argue that she shouldn't have gotten into the marriage. Yeah, I order to continue. Yes, in order to continue her exotic dance in peace. Absolutely, she shouldn't have gotten into that marriage. But when love is speaking, the next one will be yes, I do. I don't think that their issue had anything to do with Korra's social media presence. I believe it's more to do with character. Okay, Naza is talking about character here. And Unique Lady P is saying she says she regrets having June with him because he insulted her in front of June. Okay, okay. Thank you for telling us that. You see, the guy just came to just speak the word. I regret having June. I regret having June. That my mom was witness and all of that. But now we have the long statement, the full statement. I regret
Yes.
having June with you because you insult me in front of her. So that's a good one. Thank you. That one is documented. I'm going to be getting Vivian back in the on stage. So Mel, Vivian, your live. Can you please Mel? Ooh. Hi Vivian. Okay. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Thank you. You are back live now. Thank you so much, all the ladies in the chat room. Thank you, thank you. We really appreciate each and every one of you. So feel free to jump into the link if you want to come on stage to share with us what your thoughts and opinions are. Okay. So Mel, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Mel, you can take it from here, sweetie.
Okay, let me quickly touch down on what Nzube was saying. 'Cause I guess Nzube really didn't get the point I was trying to make. When you get married, it's not all about you anymore. It's now us. So whatever you do, you have to consider your wife or your husband. So sometimes people do things like someone might tell you, I don't like this. I don't want to be in front of camera. Do your thing. Maybe just like the host said, because of my job, her husband said, don't put me out there. Not because he doesn't want to support her or whatever she's doing, but probably his job and all of that is not something that the wife is dancing, then the husband is behind hailing her. At work, them are like, now, wow, this man who they take serious. Do you get? So the same with Justin. Justin is doing a job where he needs to look serious, even if at home he's just not a serious person. But he needs to look serious. His wife is twerking, doing the social media thing. Okay, once in a while he can show his face, but sometimes some partners, it could be a husband too, it could be a wife, because men too, some of them can do too much. They try to comment, just show your face briefly, just doing all those things over time, and you keep doing it, not as if once in a blue moon, you just keep doing it. You just want to show your face. Okay, just say hello to the fans, just say maybe he's not looking well put together. You've worn your makeup, wore your best expensive wig, your nice clothes, or tying the fabric. According to Mansa, says she's tying fabric, tying your 1 yard fabric. You're all put together. Now you want your husband to just appear looking unkept. Over time, it will start pissing the person off, husband or wife. The person will start feeling like you're not considering me. You understand? So even if you've had that talk, some people, because they have a lot of fans, they just want to please the fans, please the fans, please the fans. If you remember, Korra said nobody should tell her to stop coming online. It's all about their fans, both of them. If you listen to them very well, they always talk, we should update you, we should this, we should that. And remember that they both also apologized to their fans, even though Korra didn't say much. She apologized that she's sorry that they made their marriage look perfect. Sometimes people feel like bringing your husband and your wife on social media shows that you have a perfect marriage, you have a perfect family, so you as a wife, you cannot just do your social media thing, and your husband cannot just do his social media thing without each other always being on each other's page. It is not really necessary. And someone said that Jane Mena did not bring the husband. Jane Mena has videos where she's twerking on her husband. Okay, and as an African, our people still frown at this over. The twerking might not necessarily be the problem, but this type of thing that they pour water on their body, wearing things that their body is really showing. And as Africans, I'm talking about we as Africans. So the man might be kind of uncomfortable saying, you just twerk, but don't get me involved. You know, just do your twerking. I will just be behind the scene. But sometimes you see her pulling him, he's trying to pass. She will just grab him and do some move on him, you know, things like that. I feel like when people do these things time over time, you're overdoing it. And then it makes the person uncomfortable. Then when they explode, don't be surprised, you know.
Sorry, Mel. Um, I understand what you're saying, but this is why I would say this. Okay, I say most times when I say things, I don't say it because, oh, okay, I just want to talk. I say because I've seen things around me, if not directly, with people around me. It's better, yeah, when you're settling down. Yes, you make sacrifices because it's not going to be about you alone. That I know. But you should also look at what you know you can tolerate and what you know you can deal with, just in case at the end of the day that person is not listening to you, something you know you can handle until the person comes around. I'm sorry to say, because I know, just like I said, I know that he's not about whatever it is she does on social media anyways. But if you know, like, okay, let me take myself for example. If there are certain things I know that I would not want for myself, or I would not want, or there's a certain kind of profession this person is doing, and I know that this profession will probably make us to probably be in some kind of places that I would not want. There's really no need. I'm sorry to say, oh, I might not. A lot of people might not agree with me, but there's really no need having that conversation of, okay, do your thing. Don't get me involved, because at some point, if the person might want to, okay, I'm not saying, you should also think about the fact that what if this person decides not to listen to whatever it is that you're saying. So it's not like I misunderstand you. It's not everyone that understands it like that. And it also depends on how this person is talking to this person. Just like Unique Lady P said, that she said he insulted her in front of June. So there could just be, a lot of things. In fact, you see this Korra and the
But
husband's
Onzube, let me
matter.
quickly ask you something. Sorry, I'm not cutting you short. So, from what Lady P said, that he insults her in front of June. Does that justify her saying she regrets having her daughter?
I haven't said that. I have not said that justifies
No,
it. I
no,
did
I'm not
not say
saying you said. I'm not saying. I'm just asking you a question. That's why I
it.
said it's a
It does
question.
not. It doesn't. Okay. But just like the host said, people say things out of anger. You really don't know the kind of things he probably said to her. Okay, and nobody knows. We're not the person. We're not wearing these shoes, so we don't even know where it pains these people. We don't know what they are going through low key. They are the only people that actually know what has really, really, really happened. It does not justify it, okay. But if it's really sad if she truly said it anyways. It doesn't justify it, but at the same time, I would not want to judge her. I wouldn't want to say, okay, because of that, she's a terrible person. Because I don't know if I'm put in that kind of position where she had to say that, I would have said worse things. Okay, so I'm not saying it doesn't justify it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you both. I really appreciate you both and the way we are going on this discussion. We all know it takes two to tango, you understand? So it's not just you might have the talk at the initial stage of your marriage that, honey, this is how I want, but along the line things change. Okay, I remember when I started my YouTube channel. I never wanted to do YouTube. My sister told me this about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, but eventually I came out. Then I started making the videos. Some of my relatives back home, both from my husband's side, myself, they now join. Okay, then some people will come and say, the way we cook with all our salted meat and all of that. Somebody will be like, hey, whoa, this food day here, just enjoy. Hunger, the mama house. I could remember one day my husband said, oh, this your cooking thing. Are you sure you're not going to, I said, see, I don't care what anybody's saying, because my brother-in-law had told the brother that I'm always on social media, that I should understand, though, that they kidnap people back for no just reason. So my husband, that was very, very, he was my number one subscriber, still like, hey, what is going on, that these things I'm hearing. So things change in the course of what relationship. And also, as things are changing, people are evolving, people are getting, embracing new ways. Almost everybody now knows that, yeah, social media is where you get to, interact, know what is happening in other parts of the world, and even get to know what is happening in people's affairs and lives. So, to me, Korra is doing too much. I will still say it. She's doing too much. But like Mel said, she's trying to entertain her fans. She's trying to make money to pay her bills. But why I'm saying she's doing too much, she can still do all of those, but turn off your comment section so that people will not come there and be writing rubbish. By the time you settle down, you read those comments, you get more depressed. If she's trying to form a big lady or strong woman or superwoman, she's no superwoman. She's going through. We all know what it is to have kids here, especially when your mother is not there with you. In the night, you don't sleep. In the morning, you wake up, you still have a 2-year-old to like take care of. You still have to take care of the one, and you haven't taken care of yourself. And when you're doing it all by yourself, it's 2 times the stress. The girl is stressing, she's bleeding, but she can't come out and say it. My greatest joy is that she's not replying. So if she knows what is good for her, she should continue to be mute, so that by the time they get to the court, they'll be able to decide this thing and then move on with their lives. It's already too much. And our audience here are saying, in fact, the Amata Tayamio, that's Mansa Queen. She should just keep dancing with little and move on. This Mansa wants to crack me up here. Okay. And then Naza says she has moved into a new apartment. This the matter don't tire me, honestly. I'm more concerned about the little kids that are involved in their mess. Yeah. Thank you so much, Bola TV, for joining us. Thank you so much. If she's not bothered about the comment, she doesn't need to turn off of course she's bothered. That's why she's broken. Also, we're only seeing videos of him losing it and having an outburst. What triggered the action before they picked up the camera, and what happened later?
Host, it seems like you have somebody backstage.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Unique Lady P. Thank you so much, Unique Lady P. Thank you, ladies, in the comment section. I really appreciate your thoughts and opinion. Honestly, this is really very interesting. So, Unique
Hello,
Lady P,
everyone.
welcome. I'm going to leave the stage for you. Let's hear your opinion.
Good evening, everyone. My beautiful
Hello,
ladies and the
Unique
high
Lady
seas.
P.
Mel. Hi, Oyoyo. I don't know. I don't even know where we are. I don't even know what we have discussed. But I want to chip in from what Mel said, because Mel asked Kathy a question, that if she had made that comment that I posted, is she justified? Now, I know we have said a lot of things. I just came in, so I wouldn't be going front and back, but I'll just start from there. Sometimes even social media, they cut out some things just to present it the way it is. When I wrote the complete sentence, Oyoyo was like, wow, is this actually what she said? I wouldn't say whether she's justified by saying she regrets having June with him and all that. But Mel asking that question, you remember that Korra have not said her part of story in all this. You understand? So there are more to what we are seeing. For her not opening up this time around, or despite everything her husband is saying, if you watch that video where she was crying, I don't know if she was just trying to cry or something, or something like that. She said she don't want to say anything to hurt anyone. She don't want to say anything about being sentimental or anything that will hurt her husband and all that, you get. So I feel there are so many things she have not said. You understand? So if she said she regret having June with Justin, we don't know what Justin has also been telling her. You understand? Because sometimes even here, I used to tell my husband, I don't even know how I ended up with you. Do you understand? By the time you count so sometimes you count so many guys you have met on the street and all that, and you now finally end up with this man, and you now be asking yourself, how did I even end up with this particular person? You understand? So don't be surprised. There are things that will trigger her to say so. You don't even know what Justin had been telling her. You understand? So that is my own take in this particular thing. You don't know what Justin, because for her to say that, if she said that, that means there is something that Justin used to do to her to say that. Because according to that one of the clip I watched, Justin was saying that that was what she said the day he picked that day he streamed on Instagram, telling her, repeat what you said, repeat that, because she had made that statement. You understand? So don't be surprised. Justin used to tell her something for her to make such statement. And another video clip I saw, June, it was explaining I think it was Korra. I cannot really tell, but I think Korra said that he normally abused, insult her. No, it's not Korra. It's somebody that was in the house day before yesterday. You know, they had a little crisis day before yesterday when Justin brought back the kids, right?
Yeah.
So the person was like that he normally insults her in front of the kids. That even as at day before yesterday when he was insulting her, if you can even hear at the background, she told Justin that June is here, the kids are here. He said, I can insult you in their presence until they turn 18. Do you understand? How can you be insulting a mother of a child in the presence of her mother? A child of 10 years, a child of 8 years, 6 years have known something. You all can believe me that something that happened when you are 8 years, you can vividly remember. So
Yeah.
I think that is just very, very wrong of him if he says that. And it's not even if he says that, we all heard it. I don't know if you have seen that clip. She was like, June is here, you are insulting me. Say, yes, I will do that over and over until they turn 18. That is very bad. Me, I
Yeah.
don't really like that. And
I
it could be
I
what
heard
push
that
her to say
statement.
it. You understand? It could be
Mhm.
what push her. If you are insulting a child in front of her mother, you are trying to paint that child. You are trying to paint the mother of the child black in front of her child. So he wants the children to love him and hate their mother. Do you understand? So there are so many things. There are more to these stories.
Yeah, I heard that in that video. I was like, okay, till they turn 18. But you know what? I am so glad that Korra is quiet. Whoever that is advising her is doing her justice. And this guy, the Justin guy, is doing damage to himself because how can you say you're going to be, emotionally abuse your spouse until the children turn 18? That's admission of guilt. So let him be doing that, you understand? Getting public sympathy. But when he gets to the law court, the story will change. He already said that he has his mother as a witness. Fine, public opinion also. And Cora has her friends there. So I think the one that recently happened, her friends were there with her. Their
Yes.
situation is getting so bad. It's going to be a very dirty divorce, just like what we read or hear about, Hollywood couples. Some will fight. They are not even started fighting on finances now. They are still fighting on the children, okay? Or give me some little respect. By the time you get to finances, let's assume that Cora makes more money and their marriage is over 10 years. You guys don't know that Cora will be paying money to this guy even after they divorce. So they've not even started. It's just warming up. The law is like 10 years into marriage. Yes, if you guys divorce or separate, and the person earning more money is also going to be maintaining the other person. So you can understand the whole commotion. So I really hope they settled it better so it will not be worse than it is already. Thank you all ladies in the comment section. We see you guys and we also read your comments. Bola is busy letting us know a lot of things. Imagine he's saying that, okay, that about what Lady B talked about. Absolutely. Thank you, Natural Way TV. We really, really appreciate you. Is there any other person we are meeting here? Thank you all ladies. So
Yeah, yeah.
yes, dear.
Okay. So do you know, like for me, I really love how Cora is being quiet because she said, she addressed it in one of her videos. She said she's not the public type that washes her dirty linens outside. You get. So somehow it could be personality. in as much as she's living a life of social media, you can believe me that it's not everything about her that happens on social media. You understand? Because all these our social media in-laws, they feel like they know you better than yourself because you show so many things online, but they don't know that like 80% of your life, 80% of your personality, they don't know because they see only what you choose them to see. When Diana Kweme broke her pregnancy news, everybody was like, how? But you'll be making videos every day. But she has been showing you the parts that she wants people to see. So that's a very good example to tell you that you can only know a part of life that somebody wants you to know. Okay, who knows that Korra and her husband was even having a loggerhead? You understand? So,
Can I add something to what she just said? Unique queen, unique lady.
yes, go ahead.
Apart from the fact that we don't really know those we think we know, like for instance, even when you are married to a man in the house, you really don't even know you don't know your partner. You really don't know. It will take the whole of your whole life existence for you to know the person that you are even living with. Not to talk of social media. We think that we know someone because the person is just showing few seconds of their life. You don't know anybody. We shouldn't just be jumping into conclusion that the fact that I decided to put myself in a setting. Like there's one day I was talking to someone, and then I told the person, I said, "Do you know that most times, like when I do my videos, I sometimes feel bad. Sometimes not because of this financial aspects. If the money comes, glory be to God. But the fact that the courage I someone to sit down to talk, because sometimes by the time I sit in front of a camera, even to say one full sentence, I won't be able to say it. Are you getting me? But outside that camera, like immediately I just stopped recording that video, everything I wanted to say, everything would just be tripping into my head. But by the time I pick that camera again, I won't remember anything again. What am I trying to say? Those that will watch my videos, seeing me making mistake in my videos, they will say, what kind of rubbish this one is. But you don't know what I went through making that video. I don't know if I'm making any sense.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say, we should just try to be nice to people and then not to jump into conclusion. This Justin, it could even be that this Justin.
Let me quickly say something. When YouTubers, I don't know, depends. When YouTubers bring up topics to discuss, if you remember, even Korra Obidi said, you can talk about me, but do not tell me what to do. That includes each and every one of us on this panel and everybody that have YouTube channel. The moment you make yourself public, people are allowed to talk about you. People are allowed to analyze, dissect. Me, the only thing is I'm not going to insult anybody. I'm not going to use bad words. But if you are a public figure, you bring your wahala outside and I see it. Of course, I'm going to sit down and talk about it because I don't talk about people that don't post their things online. Do you get?
There's something she said.
Mel, let me say something about what Vivian is trying to say. Vivian is trying to say about the few minutes, maybe 8 minutes video we'll produce. People think they assume that they know us better. I said I was going to make a video, but maybe somehow I kind of changed my mind. I remember when some people were saying,
please.
They were on their seats saying, why should this person do this? That we trusted her, we believed in her. I was so irritated to the point that you be in your own home, in your beautiful place, then dictating to another adult how to live her life, who to be friends with, what to do, and how to do her thing. I mean, this will now bring us back to even we as content creators. I talk about gist as well. If you throw yourself in the public, you're already a public person. And if you continue to throw yourself, people are definitely going to talk about you. But we're talking about you is that we are giving information on our own opinion, what we think is going on. But at the same time, we are not telling you, do it like this, go and live your life. That's not what we are saying. You understand? So let me also get back to Vivian. She can continue with what she's saying.
No, I just wanted to add.
Yes, Vivian was trying to agree with what I said earlier, that the fact that you follow celebrities doesn't make you like what you see online doesn't define the person you are seeing. You understand?
Absolutely.
Like I could see Korra when she moved into her new house today. I saw how she was praying. I guess a lot of people would be like, "Oh, nke anu a na-ekpe Chaluchukwu." You understand? She was just praying, even in her dressing. Even me too, I was marveled. You understand? She was still there. She even dedicated the house to God. She prayed. I was like, wow, you see. So I know that a lot of people will still like, this one, even in this her dressing, she's still praying and all that. So social media, and like when I saw her praying, there's something that ministered in my spirit. Like, so sometimes some people can even judge her based on the dressing and
Yeah.
all that, not knowing that she have a good relationship with her maker.
Exactly.
You understand? So about all these social media things, it's not all the things we see on social media does not define the person you are seeing. Like there's something that Blessing CEO said last week. He said that sometimes you hear news, you hear some things, you hear some write-ups on social media on people that think they know you better than yourself, and you now be asking which part of myself is this?
Ah,
You now be asking yourself which part of is this me or is this another me that they are talking about? Do you understand? So I just believe that I just pray that they should trash things out. They should trash things out. And all these things that Justin is doing, I don't think is the best way to resolve this issue. Like yesterday, he made this thing, he was crying and all that. I don't think this is the right way. I know he's broken, but the best.
Unique Lady P, you omitted something. He was crying and asking us, the social media in-law, to think something. There was one comment he made that I need you guys to support me. I need you
to
guys. I said,
Mm.
sustain him.
wow.
To
Okay,
sustain.
sustain me here. I said, wow. So you're
So you need
depending.
more. Hi, more. Everybody, let's.
Can you just imagine?
No, I was
Okay.
like, this guy is completely broken. I hope he's seen a shrink because he
I
really
just
needs
hope,
it.
sorry to cut you short, host. I hope we still have time to talk about Annie because I really want to. Because
Uh-huh.
what
We'll be
Annie, we
getting
should,
Yes.
into it, yes,
the
So
because
Annie
let me
should have
just
something to do with
finish
Annie.
what I'm saying and we'll now move ahead.
okay.
So what I was even trying to I said that Justin should just try to sort things with Korra, you understand? I still feel like somebody, I think Vivian, I watched one of your video, you said that it's like he was triggered. And I think he's still being triggered. Even his actions are being
Exactly.
triggered. All these things he's doing, I think he's not having a good advisor or something, or the comment he's getting from some Nigerian from black community, because our own too self too much. Because I could see something. Some people say, "Now one divorce, make una divorce, make una leave us rest." Something like
Yeah.
that. So
Because I
sometimes
saw.
I don't even know. I feel that all the things he's doing is not the right. He should just go and talk things out with his wife, Even as I yesterday, I was still saying like maybe he still love her. He love her. And even Cora, she still have, because even for her to say she don't want to say anything bad that will hurt him, they still have love for each other, right? But it's just misunderstanding. So, and I love it. Like I said before, I love it that Cora is not saying anything. She's not washing her dirty linens in the public. So let them just, if it is legal, a legal way they want to go, they should go legal. If they want to separate and check if they can work it out, they should separate for a meantime and check if they can work it out. If they doesn't, then they should just go low. There are so many people that have divorced without us hearing all this
Thank you.
Exactly. That's
boo
one thing
haga,
about the Italian law that
You see,
let's
that's
say
all
what we
this
are
thing.
all saying here.
bring
Why not take your
Mm.
matter, put in your room, in your house, not
Yes,
Yeah.
the social media in-laws? We are not even making any, we are not contributing positively, sincerely.
yes.
Because the
So
guy
me,
is asking people to sustain him so that they'll be coming to tell him in Africa she can't do that to an African man. Never.
mm,
Blah blah blah.
mm,
She's doing
mm,
too much, always naked. That's what the
yes.
guy is reading, and the guy thinks he has gotten some fans. But people should just
He doesn't know that nobody cares about him. Nobody even
thank
care about.
you.
Shebi na my data.
Nobody.
When I finish, I offer. I sleep with my husband here, happy. You understand? So he doesn't know that he doesn't know African mentality, because I believe no white man. I know there are still white people that will still tell him like those raw things
No, what,
divorce
what
her and all
what
those
his
things.
folks will be saying is that, you see, when we tell you not to go black, you think we are just being what you look at, what you put yourself into. That's what his folks will be telling him. You understand? It's not gonna be anything positive about the girl. That's just as simple as that. But the greatest thing, like we all said here, we are so happy that she's not talking. She should just keep it that way. And whoever that is her advisor, kudos to the person, because they calmed her down. She's not talking.
Exactly.
Justin is the only one making a mess of
You
the
can
mess.
tell that naturally that's Korra. She's a very calm lady. She's very calm.
I had looked at what Mansa said, and that's just the truth. Mansa said they are feeding the fan base because gossip sell. That's the thing. So the money they are getting, the drive they are getting from social media could also be a thing here. But ladies, we are not going to continue to deliberate on this. I have an Idibia's elder brother's issue for us to talk about. And
Yes, Oyoyo,
hmm?
sorry to cut you short. I want to really finish what I tried to say. I don't know, the thing don't lost for my brain safe.
Find
You
it.
want
They
talk,
Idibe.
you
happen.
want you want talk. Me, actually, I also wanted to say something before, but the host is the one that is in command, so we
No,
need to
no,
allow
no.
her.
Go ahead. If you still have something to say, go ahead. I got time today. I'm not running off for anything. My family are
Okay.
still sleeping.
I actually wanted to say regarding the fact that I don't know if it was you that was saying it, that they should take their time and see if they can work things out. Then I said, in the case of Italy, their law here would tell what they would do. Like unlike what you say in America, they can ask for a divorce and get divorced the next day. But here in Italy, they will tell them to take their 2 years break. They'll tell them to take
Oh,
like 2 years, like because it could be that they just needed some they just needed to
please.
separate for themselves, like separate from each other to get to know themselves well. You
Mm.
understand? They could meet themselves, they could miss themselves along these 2 years and decide to come back. So if this is the same law that is in America, it would
Ah,
just be
no.
perfect for them.
2 years.
Yes, yes, Vivian, I also agree with you because me, I'm even feeling that the divorce thing is becoming so sudden, like it came out so sudden. Me, I felt that even if they were getting loggerhead, they should have separated a while and tried to sort out their problems. Okay, I agree. What I remember to say is that I said what I wanted to say, that this part of Korra that I still love. I said I love how she's not saying anything, and then her going to look for accommodation shows that she's independent. You understand?
She is
Yes, she have
now.
not come to
We saw her
social media.
platform.
She have not come to social media to cry like help me, oh, this one I'm drowning and all that.
Unique Lady
How
B
it
doesn't show that she's independent. You don't have a choice, okay? If the name and everything is under the man's name, you have to leave is his house by law.
but did he ask
If
her
you
to
like, go
leave?
stay on that bridge.
Mel, no, here, she doesn't need to leave. The law supports her because she has children. So it's Justin
Mm-hmm.
that's supposed to leave. That's where it is. Justin will leave at the moment the complaint is fine, going to leave the house. The lady stays in the house because of the children until they now finalize divorce. If they decide to sell their property, they can sell their property and share the income that comes from it. But she walking out to go and get a home is because she wanted to. Maybe she doesn't want to drag this thing to
But
be.
host, what if he bought the house? They didn't
It
buy it
doesn't matter.
together.
He bought the house. The house is on his name. If they're having issue, the guy leaves. Period. The guy
Because the
leaves that
children
home
are
The same
his.
because
with
of the
Italy.
children.
The
That's
same
the
with
thing.
Italy.
Because of the children, you can't throw the children on
But
the
at
street.
some point, you have to leave now, or you
Yeah,
want to
they
stay
will
there
agree.
forever.
By the time they finish the divorce process, it's also going
Well,
to be the
my
divorce.
concern is the kids, and that's it.
The court is going to ask them, what do you guys want to do with your property? The guy will say, well, we want to sell. I want to get my money and move on. They say, okay, fine. The court will help them decide on how to go about it. So if they are going to split income, or if it's based on who contributed what when they were buying. Remember, home in America is not paid in full. The bank requires you to pay 20% of the price of the house. So assuming your house is 1 million, you're paying 20% of 1 million to get started. Then as the day goes by, the house appreciates, you understand? And then let's say by the time they are doing this divorce, they bought it at 300,000. Now the house is over 800,000. So that's where they're going to share the profit. You understand? If they sell. So she just wanted to live as an independent woman. She doesn't want so much drama, so much trouble. But I pray
To wait for the man to come throw her out is going to be very,
no,
very
the man
distant.
doesn't have the right to throw her out. If she takes it to the court, the man will lose a lot.
And this particular step that she took has actually shown that, you know, at a time people were thinking that this thing is a prank, is a joke, and all that. So it's now it's becoming a reality in their life that they are getting divorced.
Yeah, see,
But
this
host, let
thing,
me quickly ask you because I know you're a lawyer. Let me quickly ask you this. Remember, in his video, that's Justin's video, Justin mentioned that he's going to fight for full custody. If he gets full custody, it's not the person that has full custody that stays in the house,
yeah, but
in the
right
family home.
now, that's what I'm saying. The court will be able to like help them on how to go about the house. If you file for divorce, you understand, let's assume Korra said my life is at risk, I don't want him in the home, the house is on Justin's name, the court will say, Justin, you need to leave at the instance. Let me bring it down here. Okay, in my house now, I'm having problem with my husband, and I will call 911. The moment they get to my door, ma'am, are you the social person? I said yes. I'll bring my driver's license to prove I'm who I said I am. They will now ask, where is the man? I say he's in the bedroom. They will ask him to come down, that you need to gather your things and leave. That's what they will tell the man. At the instant, we haven't gone to court. So the man will leave that house. Then by the time you now go through the court process and all of that, is how people are going to sell the home. And then who is making provision for the woman, because she needs to have her children in the home. We don't want to add her into welfare, whereby the government is paying money when you people can afford a home. So those are the things the court take into consideration before any other.
Okay, I think what I wanted to say before I even forgot, that time I said I forgot, when Master Queen said that they were feeding the social media. It's like Justin is using this opportunity to build social media audience. You
Platform,
understand?
yeah.
Because you notice, you know, when a husband and wife live together, they will be able to know. He already knows that Korra control a large crowd. So he's trying to also build his own social media by always coming to any little thing. You go pick phone, come Instagram, you go do live, do this one, and always updating. So I agree with what Master Queen said.
So he's
But
more
unique, it could also be that Justin is afraid that because Korra Obidi controls a lot of followers on all the platforms, if he doesn't come out to say first, if she will speak first, then of course all her fans, you can imagine 1 million on each of the platform will attack him. He's just going to have heart attack.
yeah, okay. What am I even trying to say? Mel, okay, he thought about that. He did that. That was over a month ago. Why continuous updates? He could have stopped since Korra did not respond. But I guess the guy is getting fan base too. He's building his own social media thing. At least if he loses his clients, he will get social media. Money will be coming. Maybe they will use his face as face of ambassador for speak up against domestic violence, women treating men bad. So there are so many organizations that are into that domestic violence, when women suppress men and men don't talk, but women cry. So we don't know what his plans are, but I know he has plans in the pipeline. I want to read a few more comments. Okay, we already talked about that. Nancy said they are feeding their fan base because gossip sell. Then Uzom said in California, you have to have a court order unless there is a domestic violence. Yes, to like drive the person out, you have to have a court order. Yeah, we talked about that. So, ladies, I'm so grateful to have all of you. And what we are wishing them, we are wishing them well, I believe. And if only they can stop feeding us, because it's actually getting overflogged, if I will put it that way. We are tired of their drama. They should just take it to the court, settle amicably. And for people saying they might just make up, I don't know how you're going to make up with someone that called you, an A in over over all the social media platform. I don't see them making up on this level. I don't see that happening. But if they decide to make up tomorrow, We wish them well. So another topic I want to talk about today is the Idibia's topic. Mel, I saw that when he broke, Mel was on the internet when the news broke out on social media. She made her own 2 cents opinion on what is going on. Nzube, I believe you, we are all aware of that. So I'm gonna leave you guys to discuss. Let's all share our opinions together, what we think is going on with the Dibias and Macaulay's family. So Vivian, are you the one taking off first? Okay, it's like Vivian is not Vivian. Okay, Vivian is
I'm here, but I have to take care of something. So
okay. So Mel, are you diving in?
Okay, okay. Whew, I'm Idibia and her family. Well, that case is just complicated. I'm just smiling because the boldness of Annie's brother alone, and thinking that we are Africans and we have this thing that we're like the men, it's all about the men. They are everything, you know. And now a man just sits down and puts his phone in front of him and films a video bowing down to Nigerians as if they are deities or something, reporting his sister. She didn't give me this. Imo State people, I'm sorry. I think, are you serious? Your sister is supposed to go to Imo State and marry wife for you. And this is your younger sister, not even elder sister will say, okay, because she's older, she's been, maybe she earns more than you. So it is just strange how he kept on talking and talking and bashing her. I went to their house. I said she should give me the leased car. Did you ever think that she needs to talk to her husband first? She's married. She's not a single lady that you just say, sister, give me your car, and she will just give you. So many things. He's just wrong on all levels. He's just wrong. And when you read the message from the sister saying, I'm the one paying school fees, I'm the one paying house rent, what else do you want? What else? What else can she do for you? She's taking care of your own kids. That alone, somebody's paying school fees for your children. That alone should be everything for you. But yet it seemed like he's not satisfied. So I don't think anything will ever, please that guy.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Nzube, what do you think?
Okay. I'm just going to speak on Annie, speak on the brother. I'm not on anyone's side. Okay, because it's a family matter. Last they go reconcile. And when they reconcile, you see them coming on social media to write things like LYTID, love you till I die, love you this, you are my blood, you are my this. So I'm going to give my 2 cents. So sometime last year, we remember that Two-Face's brother had issues with Annie, and it was public. And he said a lot of things that Annie's brother also said, similar things, a whole lot. Okay, he talked about how manipulative Annie is. Talked about how Annie is not welcoming, how Annie locked their mom out of the house. That she was in South Africa and she locked their mom out of the house, how she's always fighting everybody, how she's aggressive, and how her husband had to take off from the house because she physically attacked her husband. She mentioned what he used to hit him and all of that. Even if I understand maybe Two-Face might not want to come out to say certain things, okay, because already he let's just say that he has made lots of mistakes in the past and he doesn't want to add to the mistakes that he has made. Okay, then Annie, on the other hand, saying that, debunking that she never did this. Even Two-Face's brother also said that she sniffs whatever. I mean, she takes whatever. Okay, she debunked everything, but she didn't debunk. She has never debunked that particular thing. She has not. Then her brother coming out to say how manipulative Annie is, how this, how that, blah, 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 blah. And then Annie coming out to say, why would you do this? I'm your sister and all of that. Just like I said, they're all family. And then let me also remind you, I don't know if you guys saw the response. Two-Face's brother recently came to respond to what has been going on. And he said, this is what he said. He said, no matter as you take cover sheet, when time reach, you go still smell. He was referring to Annie. Now, this is my point. Yeah. I do not expect Annie to pay her brother's bills. It's not her duty to pay his bills. You are an adult, and then the fact that he said she lured him into taking something, and she started taking it. You're not a child, okay? You know it is wrong. It's not like, okay, you're an underage child and she talked you into it. Then the sense of entitlement is what is also killing him. And then the fact where he said, oh, Imo State, blah, 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 I feel like that is him all trying to look for pity. Okay, there could be some truth in whatever it is that he's saying about his sister. There could be some truth, but it really doesn't justify the fact that he's trying to make it look as if his life is dependent on her. They not tie your destiny with her own. Okay, for heaven's sake, let's take for example that Sister Yoyo is my sister, and she's been promising me. She's been telling me, don't worry, I got you. Don't worry, I'll do this for you. Don't worry, I'll do that for you. 1 year passed, 2 years passed. I'm not seeing anything doing. I'm not seeing anything manifesting. I'm not seeing you trying to do anything for me. Am I supposed to wait until, Annie is 37? It simply means that guy is in his 40s. So for over how many years? Because he mentioned the projects he has done for Annie, how he was in Yaba day in, day out, making the Belvia. I know when she made Belvia Kids collect brand in her kids' name. Okay, you have this talent to do all of this. Do you know that if I am just associated, there are people here that, let me not choose myself. There are people, do you know that by just being associated with Two-Face, being his in-law and being Annie's sister, is enough for you to create a brand for yourself and just be fine, be doing your thing. Okay, so in as much as I can relate some things and the things he said, okay, I could actually relate it with the things that Two-Face's brother said. I also blame him for thinking that the sister owes him anything. First of all, the sister doesn't owe him anything. If you say she's been promising you, she's not been keeping to her words, she's been doing this for years, and you kept following her, whose fault is it? It's your fault. Then the one that got me angry was him saying she lured him. It really doesn't make any sense. She can't. How would she? You're an adult. You're not an underage child. It's okay. She talked you into it. And this is your younger sister. She's not even your direct younger sister. I think there's someone, you're even older than someone before her. If truly, yeah, I know that there are siblings that don't want to help other siblings. But when you find yourself in that kind of situation, you move. Says he's always threatening her. He's always telling her how at every little mistake he makes, tell her she will suffer. He will do. Obviously, some people, let me tell you, this thing about there's no smoke without fire. Okay, he really, really messed up. Okay, to have even come out to make that video feeling like the sister owes him anything. He has taken down the videos. I don't know who encouraged him to do that. Okay, first off, he needs to understand that nobody owes you anything. Okay, you've got your destiny in your hands. This lady claims he's been paying your children hospital bills, paying school fees, paying your house rent. Obviously, when she sees that you're totally depending on her, at some point she begins to feel like she's your god. Sorry, that ego part at some point will come in. And you wouldn't blame her because you've got 2 hands, you've got 2 legs, and you've got the platform to even build. You don't have to go get a 9-to-5. You don't want to do a 9-to-5. You can make your money from social media. See, Nigerians like gossip. Let me be very practical. Nigerians like gossip. So if you even have a YouTube channel or a podcast, and people see that, oh, okay, you bring on Two-Face, you bring on an Idibia, and through them, you've got connections with other celebrities, you bring them on, people want to see, people want to know what is going on. The Macaulay's family now has things like that. You'll be making your money. It's common sense. It is common sense. Okay, so the guy messed up. yes, he really, really messed up. But really, I'm trying to be very careful with my words. I can actually relate some of the things he said. It does not mean that that it doesn't mean that I'm saying he should depend on his sister. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's totally wrong. You don't even depend on anybody. But I can relate to some of the things he said. The brother-in-law and his brother-in-law said the same thing. So I don't know. I really don't know. But might just be some atom of truth somewhere. It might not be totally true, but there could just be some atom of truth in what they said about Annie or whatever, which is her life anyways. So the guy should get a life. He should try to fix himself and stop depending on his sister. And if the sister knows that he's not going to help him, okay, maybe to probably make him understand, she should lock him out and lock him out for good. There are people who do that. Keep him out and keep him out for good. Let him go out there and sort himself out. Don't even try to give him hope of today, because he said today she could just give him 20K, 30. Don't give him again. He should whatever and sort himself out.
Yeah, Kathy, let me come in here.
Thank you
you
so
said
much,
there might
Kathy.
be,
So Unique, you can go ahead.
You said there might be atom of truth. Yeah, I agree with you, because no smoke without fire. In as much as the other brother of hers has come out to say similar thing about Annie, and this one coming up again to still say the same thing, that means something is actually happening. But me, I'm coming from this perspective. There are sometimes people I don't even know how to put it in English. When we like you have done all your best, you keep trying. People try to drain you. They are taking you to your limit, As in, there are times you will be fed up. You understand? And again, in a family, when then as in any family, I don't know. You understand? So if you look at that guy, his appearance and everything, you can definitely, I'm not judging him by his appearance, because I don't know what he has passed through, you understand? But if you look at him, he's looking like one of the Agamevo of the family. You understand? Now, if he is, I'm not saying he is, he's looking like, if he is, you will know that means that Anne has tried all her possible best to help this guy. You understand? And this Agamevu of the family, no matter what you do to them, it can never be enough. No matter how much you give them, they will squander it and come back. What if this is the same case whereby Anna and Idibia now got fed up and decided not to? Do you understand? I remember that. I don't know if people understand the meaning of this Agamevu, but I don't know how to.
Yeah, I do. They say some mothers do have them, black sheep of the family. So we can relate to it in that way.
Yes. So if this is if I don't know him personally, but I'm assuming. So if he is, that means maybe Anne has. And these people, they don't like working. You understand? When you give them a meaningful work where they will get paid or where they will get settled,
there is
they will
something
not.
I want to say here. My mother said in Igbo language, they say onya na-enye ngwe na-egwu nni n'afọ is never enough. So
Exactly.
continue.
So exactly. So these people, if you give them an office to manage, they cannot manage. They won't be able to stay. They won't be able to manage it. They will feel like you have the money, but we are with go. Why can't you bring this money? They'll be seeing you as if you are stingy. You have money, want me to work before you give me, So he said Anne has given him a position to be his manager. Only being a manager and receiving the salary of a manager is enough build. She has helped you enough. You understand? So I don't understand why he should come and be making such a comment in a public place. Is it to bring Annie down? And for him to say that it was Two-Face that gave him little, that made Anne to flare up and, to him, that means Anne has already ruled out that she will not give. You understand? So that that made Two-Face to come up and give. Maybe he have disturbed her, and then Two-Face now gave him that little money that he said and saw and flared up. You understand? And you can imagine, at his age, he went to marry. He didn't finish the this one, what did they call it? The married what?
Bride price.
Bride price, and he's coming to apologize to Imo State. You don't know the girl family. May you go finish
So you don't
this.
know the village.
Biko.
You don't know the
I
village.
don't know the village. So he's trying to corner the Imo State people.
Yeah,
So me,
in every family, in almost every family, there's always a black sheep.
Yes.
My family, my house, we have one. Oyo, if you remember, when you uploaded that video, you got a message from me from what's it called? Instagram. When I saw that your video, in fact, I actually wanted to do a video that that very this Annie's brothers issue, but I couldn't because of I was just emotional. Because seeing that guy, it was as if I was just seeing my brother, my own blood brother. My mom is no more today again because of my brother. When I was growing up, my own elder brother, because my mom's first son is doing well, doing extremely well. He trained almost all of us. I'm the only one that didn't really continue my school that much. But anyway, what am I trying to say is that this guy, after everything my brother did for him, he never was able to establish himself. He got married, had 8 children. Immediately, my brother, it got to a point my brother told him, I beg, face your life. But what was he always doing? He was always using my mom. If you not go meet Brother Richard, make he give me money, I will kill myself. And my mom now, my mom don't want make she lose ton.
you see?
My mom will not.
Yeah, and that is the same thing. This same thing is the same thing that.
Allow me to arrive, my sister. I'm sorry to cut you short. Are you getting me? My mom go begin to cry, beg Richard, help him, help Odion, help him. When immediately I got married, my brother leave. He can't leave that one because he felt I'm the last one of the family. My name is AB. They all call me AB. My name is Iberi in Igbo. Anybody don't ask me any question. They call me AB for short. You understand? Now, AB now they come face because now me be last born, I be small pikin, and to top it up, I marry Oyibo. This guy drained my mom because I did. What did I do? Immediately I got married. I said, okay, what do you want? I'm not supposed to ask you this one because I may be last born. What do you want? I want boss. You want boss? You want the because he refused. He is the only one that we went to school. He has a degree, but with his certificate, he never ever looked for a job one day. That school where he speaks English very well. He got good grades, but with all the application he made, nobody ever offered. I'm sorry that I'm saying this. What am I trying to say? You see that guy, that's Annie's brother. Now just somebody who wants. Annie tried her best. Even if maybe probably some of those things he said might be true regarding Annie. But in a way, you can see that Annie got fed up. So in the case of my own, I told my brother, what do you want? He said he needed a bus so that he would be traveling from Ishanland to Lagos after 4 months, because as far as that thing you gave him is still with him, they will try to take that thing away so that they will act, because as far as the bus is still there, how can you be having a bus and still be asking for money? 3 months after getting that bus, a new bus, he sold the bus, and the wahala started again. That he needs money. I said, me you want to continue, me you want to do that business. It won't work with me. Immediately, that same trick he was playing with my mom then, that I was, because, when we are doing something, we feel, okay, this one is small, okay, don't know what to go on. I was a little girl. I wasn't really saying anything, but I knew everything that was going on. So that same trick he was using there, he started using it on my mom this time around. That my mama don't make me bring money come out, because we cannot say we don't have. AB is married to a white man. He go kill himself.
hypertension when they take him mama before my mama died last 3 months. So people like this, they are just nothing good about to talk. They don't do want to, like, as I'm talking to you now, even up till now, my brother had this wife even before I clocked 15 years. Up till now, he never paid dowry. Not because he didn't have, yes, not because he didn't have it.
Exactly.
You see him saying, Imo, you should forgive me. Then like, what can I forgive you? How much does they pay dowry?
Ask me. That's the thing.
He was saying that for people to start having pity for him. No. And also being that this period now, the reality show when she did, you understand, and everything. He was just trying to play games and trying to also, like, now kind of blackmail. For sure, he would have also called Annie before making that videos. He would say, I'm doing this video. Probably he might even already send that videos to Annie before even publishing those videos. I would do it. And Annie now being the kind of person that she is, I'm just my own thinking. I don't know if this is what happened. I'm just talking based on what happened to me personally. Yeah. So some brothers are just heartless. Some brothers are heartless.
You know,
and
it's a good thing.
When they know there's a particular member in the family that has soft-hearted, like in the case of my own, it was my mom. So he was always using my mom. And my mom never relented. She wanted her children to be okay. She wanted her son to be happy, even though he was the only one that was giving this whole wahala in the family.
Yeah, it's very, very good that you share this opinion, because I don't know why you did not make that video, because
I couldn't. I was just too emotional. I couldn't. Couldn't. Even if you can hear my tone of talking now, you can see the way I'm talking. I just they picture my own brother. Say, oh my goodness. See how they shake. That the same way my brother they shake. With my brother's first son, I'm just a year older with the first son, to tell you how old he is. If they shake today because of money, then they smoke. Only God knows what. Last year I told my mama, I said, Mama, do you know that my mom was supposed to join us last year? She refused because my mom told me, say, he want leave or deal money. They want leave and money first before he go enter abroad, because he knows if he come here and I know go stay 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. How Dion and the children go take leave? A mother has grown-up children. The son they prepare to enter university. They feel they are entitled. Like, oh.
But you see, it was just like exactly what I said. So don't be surprised. It's a replica of what is happening.
That's what I'm saying. This is what is a true statement. You understand? When I made that video, okay, I was looking at it as a sick man, because anyhow we want to interpret it. He said he's dealing. When I mean dealing, you push you understand, because I made that video. YouTube did not allow me to post it because I was calling the D name, which is Nto, or so I had to go back, edit that video several times before I was able to like post it. So the guy admitted to doing this, and if you watch that video carefully, you see his hands were shaking, his legs unstable. That's
even his appearance self, you know that men looking at him without him saying it. Hey,
so high. So when he needs help. In any way we look at it, he needs help, but not money. Because if Anne decided to give this guy this managerial job to do, for Annie's career is going to be on the ground. And the thing is that I don't know who motivated this guy to do this, because Annie is no longer Nigerian brand, it's now African brand. Do you understand? Because what is it called? Multi-Choice is an African satellite network. So she's beginning to sell, you understand, in the continent. And the brother came doing this. I was like, who paid this boy to come out? Because I know most of the things he said might be true, you understand? They might be true, but the thing is, coming out at this time, what was his aim? Okay, what was his aim coming out at this time to say it? Is he coming out to damage his sister's image? or what? I can't understand. But and I said again, was this guy held at ransom because somebody was behind the camera reminding him the words to say when he,
Directing him.
yeah, directing him on what to say. I said,
I
okay.
was I was even thinking it's the wife safe.
Yeah, I thought that maybe it's the wife. And I said, okay, is he at a gunpoint? Well, there was nothing I didn't think about. But in all honesty, the guy needs help. And again, coming to her opinion, people will start thinking what kind of behavior is Anne. So Anne is also dealing and all of that. Anne is a musician's wife. So they sleep in the club. All of that. If you know the lifestyle of a show businessman, you understand in one way or the other, Anne must have done most of the things the guy was saying. But the thing is this, we don't want to hear them. Every family, we all have our own family quantas, you understand? We have our family problems. Yeah, we're not coming out to say, hey, my sister is that, my brother is that. And what really bothered me so much was Zube is still trying to come in, but her device is saying it's not connected. I really, if she can hear me, the device is not connected. So her internet, she needs to check on her internet to make sure it's connected. So the guy said elder brother, and I said, okay, fine. I remember growing up, you understand, at some point in life, I went to stay with my elder sister. And it was one of the most beautiful experience of life I ever had. I lived like a princess, you understand, and all of that. So you look forward to elder sister, elder brother. I remember when I came out from youth service trying to go for my master's. It was my elder brother that paid my tuition up front immediately. So those are the small benefits you can get from what elder relatives. But when it now becomes the reverse, becomes the case that you're beginning to look upon your younger sibling to feed you, to pay for tuition for your children, your house rent, and now said something is fishy somewhere. The guy has messed his brain up that maybe he can't hold a job, maybe he can't manage any business, just like Vivian tried to say, anything you put in their hands, they bring it to the ground. So it could be. Then again, when you look at it, I was not pleased that Annie came to the social media telling us all he has done for the brother. You can't join a madman to be mad at the same time. Somebody should be sane. We don't need all of those information. She always tries to come to social media to counter this and counter that. They are not required. Sometimes silence is what is golden. Because you coming out to say that is your mother that I'm even competing. What would your mother be saying? At the age that woman is, of course, she might have BP. So she's battling with her BP. My children are fighting in the street. Look at what they are doing at this stage of her life. She should be over 60 or maybe thereabout. Since Anne is 37, she should be over 60. So that's not what any mother. I just look at us here in the next 20 years, in the next 30 years, in the next 40 years, our children must have grown. Then we'll now come and start saying that they are fighting each other. They are not fighting to bring the matter to me, but they are fighting to present the matter to the world to judge. I don't think it will sit down with me as a person. I'm going to worry, I'm going to cry, and I can even fall into depression just seeing that happen. I was feeling so, sorry for their mother at the time, because indeed, some mothers do have them. Growing up those days when NTA used to show things, there is this British movie they show. Some mothers do have them. So you see, the person is never calculated, is never together. It's always you're doing this, is doing that. And like in all families, they will have black sheep of the family. Obviously, he might be the black sheep. And we all know has always been in the news. Two-Face brother called her out. Now her own brother is calling her out. Just like Nzube said, the influence alone of Two-Face would have put that guy on even let me say, a sole business that he would have been doing, even if he's just printing t-shirts, even if he's just doing interview. But the thing is that the person we're expecting to do all of this, the brain is no longer together. Because there's an extent you smoke these things, it start damaging some cells in the body. Mel can throw light on what I'm trying to say here. But the only place I'm going to hold Annie here is not giving your brother 20,000, not giving your brother a 10,000. You're already saying you're paying rent for them. You pay a tuition. You pay this. You're not supposed to be doing that. There are ways to go about things. If the man is not responsible, how about his wife? He has lived with this lady for 9 years or 10, and he hasn't done bride price. If you're the only daughter in the family, what are you doing as an ada in the family? Are you encouraging your husband, brother, to do the needful so that you can take ownership of the children? Or what have you guys done on that part? Then instead of giving these guys stipend 20,000 here, why not start a business for that woman? At least let the one that is together handle some things. If the woman is doing well in her business, even if the husband is busy drinking and smoking somewhere, she can take care of her children, and that responsibility will be off Annie's shoulder. So that's what I was expecting, that I started this business for them, they failed. That business for them, they failed. That will now make, okay, the couple involved are not even responsible, not just the brother. But you're giving them this, doing that is not enough. I don't believe in giving people money. Teach me how to fish so that I can fend for my family. You coming to tell us you've paid their medical bills because they are not doing something with their hands. You have the platform. Okay, I don't want you to manage me. I've done all I could for you and you're not doing it better. Now, let me discuss with this woman to woman. You assess the woman. What kind of trade can you do in wherever you live? Can you sell this? Can you do this? Can you, woman to woman, and see how you can sustain them by giving them something to do. It's not enough to give somebody cash. I said here, anybody that is on the receiving end does not know the pain you feel when you earn those income. I've made a live stream here months back, where I said ingratitude of our siblings or our relatives, you understand? They expect so much from those overseas to like be sending money. They don't even call you back to tell you thank you. I made a live stream on that. You understand? So Annie should forget the brother. The only thing she can do for the brother, to me, is to take the brother to be evaluated. But if her own rap sheet is not clean, because if she's also doing the do of the, the Inwefe, that means she might not be in a better place to take that guy to an institution. Because the guy is going to say, who brought me into this? You introduced me to smoking. Now I did this, I did that, I did that. I mean, and their mother sanity, I don't know what is happening to that woman. I really don't know. The boy is already screwed, but Annie shouldn't be screwed as well. She shouldn't come to the public and give us those details. That's my opinion. I didn't appreciate that. She should have kept it to herself. Tell them, find a way, maybe somebody that the boy listen to, even if he's a church person or welfare. People think in Nigeria that they don't have welfare. They have welfare, but it's just that people don't know. They have social welfare and it's working. It might be sluggish, but it's still existing. If you're looking for a way, you can get help. I didn't want to use the word, the one they're sending at Chibu, you understand? That might be the stage this boy is now. They have platform for those that attempted to Igbo. Then they should use those opportunities and get them. NGOs are there to help. This is not going to go away unless if that boy gets money. For the meantime, he will quiet down. Or he's still going to come back tomorrow because easy and easy together. Okay, we shouldn't forget that part. We shouldn't forget that part. So I'm going to let someone else jump in here to let us know what her opinion is in this matter. So any of you ladies can come in here and let's deliberate. And I also want to welcome Inspire with Ella Suitable. Thank you for joining us today. I really appreciate. Mansa Queen, is she? I believe she did not come out. They will also say she's guilty. I don't blame her for coming out. That's the society, because they are listening to social media. That's why they are being pressured to like say something when someone else said another against them. You don't need to feed the social media those information. Somebody should be saying, just like Korra is the sane one. And everybody expected Korra to be the hopeless one. You understand? But she is the sane one, keeping everything quiet. You understand? If she wants to talk, she has lawyers to talk to. Justin is here. telling everybody with the update, this is the stage where we are now. We don't need all of those. It doesn't help in situations like this. The guy needs health, mental evaluation. He needs real help. Real help. You see, that's the way I look at it. So let me allow anyone that is interested should jump in. Thank you, Ella, for joining us today. We appreciate.
Okay, Oyeyo. You know, you said you were asking one question before you actually summarize the whole issue, and I agree with your whole point. You get, you were asking why did the boy come to social media to rant and all those things. Now, one thing I notice now in our society that almost everything is about social media, especially all these our celebrities that their life is social media. Social media is just like their society. You understand? You know how when there is a problem, they will say, take the matter to the village, take it to the elder.
Yeah.
So social media has become the umuna of so many people. So that once they bring it, because a lot of people used to feel that when you need attention from a celebrity, bring it to social media, you understand? By this, they know that these people are made, this is the society where they are made. So that's where they will hear it fast. That's where they will pay attention fast. So I believe a lot of people even devil knows that like it destroys person from where the person is made from, you understand? So I believe that is why they always run to social media, like we talked about Justin and now this guy. So I believe that, and don't be surprised he was advised to do what he did.
That's
even
what
if
I'm
he
saying.
wasn't advised,
Yes.
Ogowaha like this, they can do anything, and maybe the money is not forthcoming and he is deprived of it.
From you understand?
So he has
maybe they
been
are the one
triggered
pointing at him. You have to now. Your sister will definitely cough out. You're so right. Remember, few years ago, a club owner in Lagos came to social media and Dan said that she's giving is a guy. He was giving them 24 hours to pay him the debt they are owing him. All those celebrities. He said, if you know you don't want your name out, by in the next 24 hours, pay. The guy listed how much they owe him, over 11 million. By the time we woke up the next day, 80% of that bill, they all ran because nobody wants to be embarrassed. So when people gingered him that he should name his Davido's name, they say, no, Davido is a good person. They pay him bill. So that was when they realized that this guy is serious. By the time he's now saying those that pay bills and those that they'll come and drink your 15 bottle champagne and we'll tell you, okay, I go see you later. Everybody with less than 24 hours, most of them paid that bill and that rested it. It's the world we live in, the hormonal competition and hormonal association.
Social media woman.
I'm telling you, that's what they are now. Sincerely, I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't know. It's like when you read those things or see them on the news, you now pinch yourself. Am I still? Because it's like I'm having a problem with my husband. Instead of me to call you a unique lady PCO, how are you going to advise me? You understand? I will go to my YouTube channel. This man is giving me headache. In fact, I'm packing my. Do you understand? Then you now come there and say, oh, yo, why didn't you call me? Do you get what I'm saying? That we would have stopped this thing before. That's exactly what they are doing. Any small thing, they'll come to social media just to get that attention and all of that, instead of discussing it at home. Like Vivian said, maybe they've done everything for this guy, and I believe they have. You understand? But what have they done for the wife? Or is also the wife dealing? Are they both in the same canoe? Who is raising the children?
No, I don't think that the two cannot be in the same canoe now.
And that's what I'm saying. So was what I was expecting Annie when she came giving her own receipt of what she has. She could have, if she had done anything for that woman, that have established this business for them. So, yeah, it failed. Yeah, it failed. You understand?
Yeah, that's why I said I agree with you. Adibin, she took it from that particular side.
Yeah. Then we now know that these people, they failed.
At least you've tried with the man. The man did not stand. You try with the wife. But sometimes they might be thinking, oh, cow, my blood, understand? So
How
But
about the children that are the offsprings of that blood? Haven't you
but
thought
I
about
feel
because
like something is wrong with the wife too. You understand?
it could
Let
be
us just
okay.
really look at it from this other perspective. Because host said since Annie has tried with the brother and nothing good is coming out, maybe Annie should try with the wife. If you remember in Annie's post, Annie said your first child is 9 years old, I think, something around that age. And for 9 good years, you've not paid school fees or hospital bills. First, a woman that you're not married properly according to our tradition or any tradition at all, because he apologized to Imo people. So you had the first child. It's over 9 years. You're still having kids with this same person that has not even gone to see your people. That means something is wrong with you as a lady. That's one.
okay.
Two.
Let me
Mel,
come
these
in
days
here,
that
Mel.
people are even begging men to marry them.
Mel, let me come in here. Let me come in here. If I were to be Anne, let me put myself in her Anne's position. My brother is busy living. He's not just a girlfriend. They live together for over 3 years. They are having children. Of course, I will make sure that that bride price is paid. That's the much I can. I will call a meeting, a siblings meeting. That okay, fine. How much is bride price for this community in Imo State? I will personally go there, ask this my brother, I'm going to get ready. Madam, contact your family. We need to do regularize this thing so that you become a full wife. Because in our tradition, if you do not pay bride price, they won't let those children go.
No, no, yo. If something happened to the guy tomorrow, those children does not belong to Anne's family. It
That's what I'm
belongs.
saying. It
Mm,
belongs to the woman.
mm.
But because they are not from Eastern Nigeria, they don't understand all of those. If anything should happen now, that boy has no child. That's the truth of it. So what have they done? He hasn't paid bills in 9. He hasn't paid hospital bill. You're paying it for that 9 years. Are you doing it with joy? You're just doing it for pity. See, I want my children to grow up in the same standard my own siblings are growing up. You understand? That's the way I should. I want them to interact, know each other. But all the while that these and Annie's children have been growing, we haven't seen them. Okay, my cousin from my uncle. You understand? Not cousins from whatever. There is no interaction. So these people are just, they are the less privileged. We are the bougies. But what effort have they made as a family to make sure that that marriage is what is done right? Like I said, they could have started a business for this man. So the woman might not be crazy. I've seen a lot of women now, even in Lagos. They will have first child, second child, third child. The man never paid bride price. And they are still living together. Most of them are run away. Those that left their family homes in the east and came to Lagos. You understand? Then they will tell their mother, Mama, I don't give birth. I don't born with that. The mother will say, where the man? I say, now this one. Then, so a lot of things are going on that we don't know. But if they want to give receipt, you should give proper receipt, not just, of course, I can send money and pay somebody's tuition. I can send money and pay hospital bills. But have I done anything significant for that person to stop bothering me?
But why should you? It's not Annie's responsibility to tell you go and marry your wife
I know.
properly.
I know. If I know why I said this, because she brought that receipt of what she has done. You
Yeah.
understand? She brought that receipt. That receipt to me is like you're giving somebody a stipend. You
Okay.
can't just use that and say, well, is the brother, you understand? Sometimes we can say all these things and we know entitlement mentality. I said that in my video. My video was about 2 days ago. I said that as well in my video. This guy is doing entitlement. And I said the question I asked, I remember growing up, when we left colleges, Mel, I'm gonna put this to you. When we were leaving university, the way they signed the farewell cards. Then some people will go to the SNF asking interview, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 5, in the next 15? So this boy and Annie, they were growing up together. The guy had no plan of his own life. So what he's trying to tell me, they've been in the street for too long. When I mean in the street, in the club for too long. Annie and Two-Face did not just, Annie met Two-Face, I think, when she was 16. So they've been in that kind of lifestyle for too long. So I don't know at what age they started dealing. And when we continuously put these things inside our body, at some point the brain will start getting damaged. Everything will start deteriorating. So we don't know the state of that guy's health now. Honestly, he might look okay, but he's not fine. Mentally, he needs evaluation. And if Anne is coming to give us receipt of what she has done, they should come up with some significant receipt. Because if you can afford to pay for a private jet to fly you overseas, your siblings should not suffer. That's the way I look at it. I don't want to just raise my children in that kind of affluence. And then my brother, because they didn't have means, you understand, the cousins can't relate very well. No. Yes, you should be able to, like, since you already promised to him, and maybe the guy at some point started managing the Annie's career at some point. I don't know if anything that guy said, if any one of them is actually the truth. I don't know. But Annie has been helping. Stop giving people money. I keep saying them, teach them how to fish. You understand? Teach them how to fish so that they can fend for themselves. If they had that conversation, I'm sorry, wisdom, at this point of my career, I don't think you can still, you're fit to manage my career, but why not think of something to do? You understand? And then if you and your wife, but obviously the guy is not together. Annie, like I said, must have done all of those things. But the guy, if the brain is not together, if you're not there, you're not there.
Oh yeah, let me say something. Sorry, concerning Mel's question, and Master Queen also said the same thing in the comment. She said, but she doesn't have to, though. That is the reality. I think she's talking about the does Anna need to pay the bride price and all that. You know, just like we said earlier, these black sheep of the family, sometimes they don't want to be useful to themselves. So
Correct.
most of the time, the family members will even try to marry wife for them, thinking that when they get a wife for them, they will become responsible. You understand? Or even if not becoming responsibility, even if it's not becoming responsible, they are not becoming responsible. At least let it be their own, the achievement, what they achieve. You understand? At least Vivian, you are here when Vivian gave us a practical example of what happened. And it's just like a replica, because I can't even see anything different from what she has told us. The same kind of thing. So it's not like it's our responsibility to marry a wife or pay bride price for her brother. But because of the nature, just like what Oyoyo have been saying, this guy, maybe it's the way he has been brought up, or maybe the senses are not okay, or he's not fine. And this thing is not today. It did not start from today. It has started very long time ago. So for Anne to pay the bride price, or for Yoyo to be suggesting that, you cannot be in a family if you think that you are okay and you are financially stable. There are things that should, just like you are flying in a jet and you don't have a chair in your father's compound, maybe a very good. Is it your responsibility to keep a good parlor where you can entertain your visitor in your own father's house? It's not your responsibility. But as in, let it be that, I don't know how to say it, but
I understand.
But in that case, you're doing it
together
for your father. You want to make your father's house look good. We all do that. You go to your dad's house, the ceiling, the roof is falling off. You contribute money as kids. That is your father. Your father trained you in school, or even though or at least he has done something for you in your life. Maybe he didn't train you in school or something, but your father has done something for you. But me personally, I will not be an enabler. I will not. Even when you call me, I will not pick. When I see that you don't want to do it, that's when my mother will tell you that, you see, this is my child, make you the fear. I know go pick.
See, in that my video, I talked about the guy is having an entitlement mentality. But the thing, this guy is sick. Honestly, let's just look at it. If you have ever come close to somebody that did smoke Tibo, or somebody that, you find out at some point their life is completely messed up. They feel so high. Most mad people we see on the streets of Nigeria, they're not mad because they were born mad. Most of them became mad because of Igbo and the rest. This guy has been dealing for many years. The guy needs serious help. He needs mental evaluation. I won't stop saying that. Did you see how
Please
his
take
hands
the
were?
comment. Master Queen is there in the comment section.
Okay, I'm going to read that. The guy's hands were shaking. His legs unstable. That's the signs that this guy is high on something. So we are not. The reason why I am saying that about Annie, she came out to defend what the brother is saying. It was not necessary. Like I
Yes,
said,
it
when
was not
it
necessary.
was not necessary. You're giving us receipt. That receipt you're giving is an enablement receipt. Mel says she can never be an enabler. You're enabling them by taking it when the hospital hold them at ransom, you go and pay. When you see the hunger is killing them, you go and pay. No. If you feel that your brother is completely out of whack, you understand? How about the woman that is living with him in the house? Who is raising, in the first place, who is raising those children? Are they both in the same shoes? Is the girl also irresponsible? That's the way. When I said if I were in their shoes and they're having children, I will tell my brother, if you know, go marry this woman. In fact, I don't even expect a dime from me. Because I know the tradition in Igbo land, then whereby you
Can I say something, please? I'm just laughing because you know why I'm laughing? Because majority of people like these people, these black sheep of children, they marry women of their kind. They marry women of their kind. Out of 20,
Exactly.
it is only 1 or 2 that will have a different mentality from theirs.
Birds of the same feather.
I'm telling you from experience.
So
They'll start giving birth.
My brother's
who is raising those kids?
The money that she was getting, she was bleaching her skin, buying the best bag, the latest clothes. Hey. See, I cannot talk. Her husband was jobless. She wasn't doing anything, but the shoes that she was wearing, she was sending money abroad for shoes and bags when she's preparing for her all this their meeting. I don't know what they call it. This meeting when they women they wear the same clothes, the same shoes, the same bag. They marry women of their type, of their kind that they had they put up. Are you getting me? It is only by the grace of God that God will just divine intervention that they will marry a woman that has a different mentality from them, that will tell them, listen, if you don't buckle up and do something tangible with your life, I'm going to leave you. But some of these big men, as far as the woman sees the money, they will take make soup. Money they will take back. We go chop this evening. Tomorrow evening we look for money, we will take chop tomorrow. Oh. Some of their wives are like this. Make we chop today or tomorrow we'll look for the one we will chop tomorrow. If you don't see bring for where you go, your mama go give them.
You know what my concern is? The children they bring into the society, how are they gonna turn out better?
Their children are their replicants.
That's what I'm saying. How they go is you guys can see where we keep recycling this whole thing, recycling in them in the society, and then tomorrow they will become somebody's husband and treat the woman badly. Tomorrow they will become somebody's wife, and because the foundation is already shaking, so there is nothing you could make out of it. I was saying, the guy is living an entitlement mentality, and for him to swallow his pride and come out to cry, the guy something is definitely wrong with his senses. So he needs to really get help. And also, as an elder brother, like I gave an example, you look forward to an elder brother doing you something. In that my video, I said it's supposed to be Anne asking the guy, I need your connection, please. So now that my career is booming, who do you know? I want to do some commercial in Kenya. I want to do ad in but that's not what is happening here. Because Anne,
of Africa, man.
Yeah, Anne has continued to give them things. I don't have 20,000 naira. But sister, can you square me? You square. If you really want to help somebody, do not give them money. Teach them how to fish. Let their hands, because they are able people, they are not sick, they are not bedridden. Let their hand teach them. You say what? Okay, I believe in the future Anne is going to come up with interview because she likes social media. She likes to always answer. She likes to give she likes to counter whatever people are saying to her on the social media. The guy must have been influenced, or maybe he's owing some people that he bought Igbo from. He cannot pay. So the only option is for him to come to social media so that Anne, as usual, will run and go and settle the debt. Because he said, Anne said, I've settled a lot of debt, I've paid this, I've paid that. At what point will you stop? That's my question. At what point? If you're giving, when will you stop? Unique said at some point you get weary. Yes, I understand that. You get weary of. I settled a quarrel 2 months ago on the phone with two people in Nigeria. And they were, so in the course of the settlement, I heard the other lady screaming at her husband, you understand, insulting the husband, that you're not man enough. That's why I'm suffering. And their children, they already have kids that can understand those spoken words, you understand. This lady, I'm the one making the international call, okay? And then you now said, what you were telling me that I need to travel down to Nigeria to settle this matter. It's not something they settle on the phone. I said, what arrogance. I need to come and settle the matter between you and another woman, right? Do I call you to settle my own problem? So there are people that are born with that kind of entitlement mentality because my brother is in overseas. My sister is the celebrity. There are people that thing got into them and is eating deep. But my concern,
Let me cut it short. It's not even there. Most people, most Nigerians, they have that entitlement mentality. You understand? They have.
Exactly.
If one uncle is rich, my uncle is rich, or you don't want to help anybody. All those things. Even people in abroad, that's what they'll be saying. How many people have you helped? All those kind of things. So a lot of people have that mentality, entitlement mentality.
That's the
thank you for
problem we
pointing
have
out.
in
Do you know
Africa.
a lot of Nigerians here or Africans, let me use Africans, they work double shift, triple shift just to make enough money to send to Nigeria. And the last time they did an evaluation of how much income that comes from Western Union is in billions that Nigeria receive on monthly basis from people in diaspora. And most of those funds are, hey, actually from school fees, you understand. Mansa made a point here. She said, what if they are not ready to be fishermen? Some people just want handouts. That's another thing. Anybody that is not ready to work, don't even contact me that I will tell you if I'm in Anne's position, right? I will make sure, because this guy is not going to stop unless somebody gives him money. And even if he quiets down this period, he's still going to say something in the future. So Anne should be able to have that discussion with the mother. Since it's now a public affair, if they can take it out of public affairs, they can. You understand? Withdraw that whole thing, go to their family and discuss it. But they should be able to help that boy. When I mean help, I'm not talking about financial help. Because any money you give that boy now, he's going to squander it. Any business is not, I don't think he's going to handle it well. But their children is what my concern is. If the wife is also the same with the husband, that's where the bigger problem is, because nobody is going to now raise those children adequately to teach them morals or teach them, how to fend for yourself or how to work hard and get something and not depend on what your auntie will give you, what your uncle will give you. How do you work hard to get something? That is the thing we should start inculcating in our children. I'm going to welcome someone, then we'll continue. Thank you so much, Sister Uju, my beautiful sister. Thank you so much for joining me today. I don't understand what we go through here. Most of them in Nigeria are living better than us. Sister Uju, you can say that again. No, you can say that again. People don't understand the stress. People don't understand the stress. They will call you on the phone. I've had a phone call. I was supposed to do something for somebody out of my own will, you understand? And I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let you know once my middle person gets the money into your Naira account. I'm going to let you know. Do you know my phone has not rested for the past 3 days? It has been a consistent, ring to the point I stopped answering because I've already finished that transaction. That once that my contact in Nigeria gets money to you, I'm going to let you know. Boy, that was not enough. So we now start asking ourselves, at what point will you stop giving? We're not saying we should stop giving alms. No. At what point will you stop? This month you give the person maybe $500 to put in the business. Next month you give $1,000, $3,000 to start his own business. Then at the end of the day, there is nothing ever started. I've had a scenario whereby some people here gathered money, gave somebody to set up a business. Do you know what the person did? You know, these shops in Port Harcourt or whatever, I don't know how they do them in the streets. You just build something small and then start selling. Instead of this lady to manage the way her other neighbors in the market, she started erecting a building with cement and block for a landlord. Though. They only gave her a lot. You understand? She started building the place. By the time she finished building, the landlord say, I need you to vacate. So some of them don't even have enough sense to know what their priorities are. Because they already feel I'm entitled. They don't have the enough sense to think otherwise. So the floor is open. Mel, Vivian, Nzube, you guys can go ahead.
Okay, I really don't have much to say. I'm about going. The so-called guy just released another video this afternoon, not long ago, apologizing to see there's something wrong, despite the fact that he's wrong on all in every way. Because honestly, I would not want to have a brother that I keep feeding. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I feel like there's something not right, and we really cannot put our hands to it. Okay, but last lies, like I said, they are family. They will sort their self out. They know how to sort themselves. So he's made another video apologizing to the sisters, debunking, saying that that everything he said was a lie and blah blah blah. That he said it out of anger because of this. Listen, even if you can't tell me some things might be a lie, but every single thing you said there cannot totally be a lie. So I feel like there's well, I'm not here to talk about what is true or what is not true from whatever it is he said. He said he did that out of pain, that his only source of income. How can your sister be your only source of income? God forbid, what if she's not there? What if something happens? Will you not find your way? Would you not move? What if she didn't make a name for herself, like as Annie? What if she didn't make that name for herself? Would you not find your way? Would you not move? Okay, so I feel like, I don't want to really, I'm trying hard not to say some things, but you see these things, it does not just happen overnight. Somebody at some point didn't do their job well. Either the mother or the father. I'm sorry, I'm not disrespecting anybody, because these traits do not just come out all of a sudden. It starts from somewhere, and then you grow up with it. And then now they're raising kids, and I do not know what they're going to be showing the children, because, just like you said. And I do not know the kind of wife he also had, because if you have a reasonable wife, you shouldn't have even gotten to this point where you're depending on your sister.
Correct.
This woman would have spoken to you. Now, let me tell you something. These are the things I also discussed with my mom. I'm like, this guy's wife says she's a makeup artist. I've seen her job. They're not really that fantastic.
Whose wife?
This Annie's brother's wife.
Oh, she has a skill.
Yes, she's a makeup artist. Now, I said with Annie's influence, there are big makeup artists in Nigeria that do makeups for celebrities. Do you understand? She would have gone far. All the money that Annie has been spending on them, like she claims, she would have taken out of that money too, or even found a way, from whatever it is she's doing, save up money, go for there's this thing they do, upgrading, for people who don't, makeup artists who know better than you do, you go for upgrading. You're not really learning from the scratch. So I think they collect lesser for those people. Now you upgrade yourself, and then you could even offer Annie to do her makeup. All you need for her is to post. Just post, "Super person did my makeup," and you post. You could even offer that when she's going for jobs, you could just go there, do makeups for people, And from there, the thing is that once you're good with this thing and you're really good with this craft called makeup, people would come for you. And because now Annie, brother, wife, sometimes, let me tell you the funny thing about Nigerians. Nigerians will buy from a brand that sells nonsense as long as people buying from that brand are known names. They don't want to know. They just want to feel among. So if they see that, okay, you know what you're doing and you're somehow you'll be out there. But the lady, I don't even think she's doing whatever the makeup thing, she's doing it well. So her husband has still come out to say, oh, that all he said is a lie. Even the one that she said he introduced her, she introduced him to whatever. My sister,
Yeah.
if you put a two and two together, you know that there's something wrong. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm just seeing that today. I'm seeing it on Linda AKG now. It's just to tell you that this guy needs help. The guy is sick, whether we want to admit it or not. And sister Uju Ono, who said something in the comment section, she said the man has a problem. He said he's struggling with addiction. He needs intervention, and that's what I said in my video.
It's obvious.
Yes,
they're not married.
It's
They're not
obvious.
married. Is the girl dumb? They're not married to you. You get back to one, get back to two, get
They
back
do
to
that
three.
a lot in Zubia. You're in Lagos now. You should know they do that a lot in Lagos.
I've talked about it here. People when they marry on credit,
some of them are runaways. You know, those that ran from their families in the east to come to Lagos. That's what they do.
They do it a lot. I said it. I said those are the people that even scream my husband most. See those people, the ones that will be shouting like, no, you will not hear word, or you'll be hearing my husband is my husband. Now they are the ones. Check them very well. They don't even know the road to their father's house.
You see, there was a lady. She had 3 kids for somebody in Lagos like that. The mother doesn't know who the guy is. Nobody in their village was until I think the lady died or something, or she was very ill because they've been trying to look for her. They could not find her. She just ran from I think it was Akwa Ibom or Port Harcourt and ran to Lagos. So what the mother did when she was sick, they just managed. The woman left, went to Lagos, carried her child and her grandchildren, because no bride price was paid. You understand? Especially when you're Igbo. If you no pay bride price, they go carry the children back to the family.
Yeah, the kids are not yours. I was even going to talk about that. That hope he knows that these children he's giving birth to, they are not his own. No.
No, he's calling the Imo State people down. So Imo State people should better put it out there that the children are still ours. So the government should even find a way to go and get these children and see how they can help. Because
everybody in the house, bye.
All right.
Okay,
bye.
Nice time with you.
Well, there's no way that he will even say that he doesn't know. Okay, has he not been watching Nigerian movie?
Exactly.
My dear.
Even the family members,
that's
the
one thing that the
aunties
Igbos do. So you don't even have to be an Igbo. You might have an Igbo friend and they talk about their culture. They talk about in Nigerian movie also show some of their culture. So he knows that those kids are not his. So let him be there dreaming. First of all, how many normal people between him and his wife that will be? Two-Face is someone that is loved by all Nigerians and Africans, actually. He's not even like, let me give example with the one that is from my side, Burna Boy, that is always talking and making a lot of noise that some people don't like. Two-Face is someone that people like. So imagine that this guy will go to Yaba or Alaba, whatever they call those Lagos markets, buy T-shirts.
Yeah.
You have access to Two-Face's house. You say, brother, I beg, just sign these things and make her just the video you as you they sign them. Okay, I beg, make her not depend on you and your wife. Two-Face and Annie will sign. Tell me that people around his area will not buy that T-shirt within 1 week. T-shirt that is signed by Two-Face.
Like I said before, if we like, we should speak this English from now to tomorrow. The guy is sick, and when this place is not together, you can't act well. All you know is that I need that quench, that hunger, that thirst to quench that thing. You understand?
Yeah.
So here is not together, and already ruling that out for him until they certify that he's mentally okay. I will say when then there is some other problem. But the wife, the girlfriend or wife or fiance, whatever, is she also in that state of delusion?
Okay.
Someone's mic is on.
Mel.
Someone's mic is on.
Is
Not
Vivian's
me. My
mic.
little one is sleeping.
Mel, you said whether she knows or whether he knows or he did not know. He knows. That was why he brought it to his live video. You understand? So if he did not know, he wouldn't have called out Imo State people to beg them. He knows. You understand? He's trying to tell them that because the sister have not.
He don't get work. He look all the Igbo state now. Imo State he go choose. He don't enter.
Yes, so he knows.
And
in regards to what Kathy said, that he debunked everything that he said. Of course, just like Kathy said, they will sort this thing. This is a family matter, so they must sort it out. Definitely, they will have talked to him. Even Anne will have talked to him. and other
And their
people, the
mother,
family members, their
yeah.
mom, if their mom will have talked to him to go and debunk it and all that. Of course, that is what it's going to be now. What comes to social media, they will not get debunked if it is not a very serious thing like that. So
Of course,
it's
he has
meant to happen.
the damage control, but we know he's out there. And for
Of
example,
course, the internet never forgets. So
it's in my
these
video.
things,
Even
these
if
things
they,
are actually teaching us a lot. Sometimes out of anger, everybody rushed. And Idibia has done her own when she fought with Two-Face. She
Pero,
rushed to social media. This one have rushed to social media. Korra's husband is rushed to social media. So, and after everything, they will just come and say sorry. There are a lot of things that sorry cannot erase,
yes.
especially when it comes to social media. Better still, maybe it's in your house, in your private this thing, you say something to each other. As time goes on, everybody might forget, or they will plead, let's forget and forgive. But you come to social media, the whole world will see it, and maybe later you pull it down. Pulling it down, when even anything somebody posts now, even if it's for a second, it's have already, no matter how you delete it, it's still there.
Unique, you know what really made me angry with that situation? He did the first one, you understand? I felt he was high. Then why the second video? He
Oh,
made
I didn't
another
even see the
video,
second video.
he
Sef.
did another video that Nigerians are misunderstanding him. So he came to clarify that he wasn't asking Anna for money. He was only asking Annie for money for the job he did for her. You understand? So you can see somebody who is confused, whose mind is completely confused. The guy I know is something is wrong somewhere.
I've said this thing before. When these people are high, when they need that thing, when they need their body, they can do anything. So
Anything.
it's just high. So just like what you said, until he's satisfied, okay, before we can even deliberate on his issue.
Yeah, there was when I was in the university, there is this classmate of ours. I think his father was the father was a public figure at when we were in school. So they were known so well in Kaduna. Then this guy who you see him always talking, shaking his hand, blah blah blah. Do you know, like 5 years ago, my best friend in college called me that the guy is in jail. That when she went to see her client, because she's practicing law, my friend. So she went to the prison to see her client. Now you go see this boy. I say, you see, we saw it coming in the university. I'm not. He never went to law school. He just finished from the university. I don't think he even graduated. Maybe he had a carryover. He never came back to write maybe one carryover, or if he graduated, I don't know. Okay, wait, my daughter is coming here. Move away. Mommy, give me 1 second. 1 second. Working? 1 second, okay. Sorry, guys. I plugged the treadmill off. That's why it's not working. Okay. Can you plug it back on? Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. My little girl came here to ask me why the treadmill is not working. I turned it off so that she will stop playing when adult is not around. So sorry about the interruption. So what I'm saying is this: when you see those traits, like Nzube said, there must be something wrong in the family, especially growing up, the way they were raised and all of that. There must be something wrong somewhere. That boy in college, in the university, we saw it coming. We said, okay, maybe the sons of the rich, maybe they will figure it out eventually. For him to be languishing in jail, and I believe he's still in prison now, because it all depends. I think they either murder related issue or something. So the guy is in for it. So you can now ask yourself, it's son of a prominent Nigeria. Maybe the family must have done everything they could do. They couldn't save that one. So just like we said, the black sheep of the family, some mother do have them. That's the way I look at it. So ladies, you guys have been amazing. Vivian, are you still with us? Unique Lady P.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay,
Yes, so it's been an amazing time with you.
Yeah, you guys should take it for here. Any word that we're going to advise people, if in terms of this entitlement mentality, should we continue to enable it, or at what point do we say no? Mel, I'm going to start with you.
Well, I think the problem now is Annie has started something already, so I will not advise her to stop, you know. But the brother and his wife need to sit up. If the wife is doing makeup, just like Mzube said, but her makeup is not so good, let her go and upgrade or find something else that she can do. Then ask Annie to give her the capital so she can start up something. The same with the brother. He should go and ask for forgiveness and let them start up something. But first, he needs to fix this problem that he has. Because if he keeps getting high on things that only him knows, then any money they give to him is going to go to that and not to anything useful. And on the other hand, the lady needs to put her foot on the ground and tell him to go and pay her bride price, or at least do the major thing that, take drinks to her parents, her family members, let them know that, yeah, your daughter is with me or something first before they even move on to anything else. They have celebrities, let them cash out with that name. They have even two.
I
Some people are looking
wonder.
for one. They have two. They need to cash out with that. Do something. You are related to Two Face. You can call Two Face on the phone. You can go
Man,
to
let,
his
let me
house.
let me cut you short here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something in our dialect. Unique lady, if you're standing well, farmerana, you understand? It's like you just said they have two celebrities, they have everything in their hands and they don't know how to use it.
Very true, because some people are praying to just have one or let it be a friend of a friend of it. They will still tell you that they've seen that person, they know, then they will cash out with that person's name. So I don't even understand how you cannot work with two people. Imagine Annie just did this reality TV show now that everybody is talking about, and yet the brother cannot figure out something to do with that he can actually cash out. Instead, he had to sit down, use his phone, and film a video bashing his sister instead of him to do something that people will watch and YouTube or even become a YouTuber. Your sister is there. She will help you before you know your channel will grow. YouTube will start paying you. Some Nigerian brands will call you to come and do work. But first of all, he needs to deal with his addiction. So that's just what I have to say.
Now you're talking because
It's true, Mel.
even if
Do
they
you know
start
this
the YouTube
YouTube
for
being
him,
a
he cannot
YouTuber now?
survive.
This thing that you said about being YouTuber is going to be great for him because let's say he even follow Anna around and do live stream. People see the program on live. Do you know how he'll be catching out? You know, but this time all this entitlement mentality. They don't want to do anything. I said it earlier. They don't want to. They just want you have the money, be bringing it. Let's be chopping. You know.
Uniquely, when I said we made that former live stream, we talked about this entitlement thing. I said, well, I'm so happy about my life and my family. You know why I said that? My mother is a widow, so she single-handedly raised everybody. So nobody should come and say, I paid what is it called? Elementary school fees. Oh yeah, start sending money. The day anybody will bother me, I will give that person a piece of my mind. When I mean a piece of my mind, because I hate to hear. The other time, my sister gave somebody money. And my sister, she's in California. She gave somebody money. The person did not call on the phone. Not even I received it or I did not receive. Thank you. She came out. She was so angry. I say, calm down. Begin to calm down. That I'm going to do a live stream on this, and I need people's opinion. Then when it now became a live stream, people were like opening up, saying, "Oh, that's not it's not the first time it happened to me. It's not the first. It has happened several times." For you to see that we are all in this thing together, then at what point should we stop giving? Mel said she has started giving already, so she wouldn't suggest that she should stop. That I'm of the opinion she should stop, because you can never please those people. The only thing you can do for them, and you have to get a receipt. If that boy is not together, first of all, check him in a facility, let them do evaluation and let him do some months there to get his life back. Then if the wife is the same one, get people, you understand, get something, establish something for them. Stop giving them money. They will come back asking. A receiver is always there to receive. The other day, somebody was telling me that and the village people are saying, can you imagine the kind of things that somebody is using to cook food because he has people overseas sending money? And Uju in the comment section, they don't even know what we go through to make money, and they will be depending on it, that they live better than most of us overseas. That she has stopped giving them money because of what? If you don't want to work, she stopped giving you money. So if they are not ready to use their beautiful hands and their legs and their body to work, people should stop giving them money. That's my peace of mind. If you tell them find a business, and if that business, make sure it's business that you can follow through, as in from the beginning. When you're trying to establish that business, you can monitor, because they need, some people need some nudge kind of to be able to stand. If the wife is truly an Igbo woman whose sense is complete, she will be able to start something. But it's obvious that her sense is not complete. If up till now somebody is paying your children's school fees, you understand? I know people are industrious, people are hardworking. You understand? People sell things in the market. But when you want to live a baby girl's life and you don't want to suffer to get the money for baby girl's life, it becomes a problem. And that's what I think is happening to them. My sister is an Idibia. Two-Face is my brother-in-law. Whatever you want, it's just a matter of phone call. I will get it done for you. If that becomes their lifestyle, they are never going to work. If that's the lifestyle, Two-Face has been in business for over 20 years.
I hear your sister Uju is with you. Add her in.
Oh, let me. Are you sure?
She said she dropped it in the comments.
I'm at the background. I can't see how. I can't see her. Sister Ju, I can't see you. Try and click again.
Maybe she's saying she's
Okay,
in the
at
background, like she's doing
listening.
something else, but she's listening to you.
Okay,
No, she said, please add me.
I've seen her now. Okay, I'm gonna get her on. So we now have Sister Uju as well on the platform. I'm gonna leave her to give us her peace of mind. Then we'll now continue and then round up.
Okay, thank you. Hi, ladies. Hi, everybody.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Well, this topic is an interesting one. Interesting in the sense that it's an eye-opener for me. Eye-opener in the sense that what Annie's brother did, to me, it was just, he wanted to actually paint his sister red. That's just what I see. And when he came out, the way he was talking, what he was saying, I couldn't understand it. Are you asking her to give you the car so that you do kabu kabu? Or she's owing her, and now he was saying, okay, please, I need my job back. What do you want, man? And he said, one thing I noticed, he talked about his addiction. Although he wanted to drag Annie to it too, he said that Annie is addicted to whatever. I don't want to talk about it so much here because of YouTube. But that brings me to an eye-opener that I've had since living here in America. We are brought up to take care of our family, especially if you're the first girl or if you're you just have that obligation. And when you come here, sometimes all you think about is your family, your family, your family. You tend to forget about your immediate family. I had an eye-opener when I was getting so much deep into it. I was talking so much about my family. It's not my family, they are struggling, but I was so much into my family at the very early age of my marriage. My husband had to sit me down. He said, this is your family. This family comes first, before your family at home. That was an eye-opener. And another thing you said, you asked a question, you said, how do we do this? When do you stop? My dear, I stop when I see. I'm not giving you money to go and buy hair or to go and buy clothes or whatever. When I give somebody money, I want you to be a fisherman. I'm not giving you money because I don't even have enough to spare here. I'm giving you money to use it for something. And when I see that you're not using that, for what I gave you that money for, I'll stop. Because I've seen people, you give them money like 50,000, they'll say obelego. 50,000 to me is a big money. $100 here is a huge money. Do you know what I can do with it? But Nigerians will say small money. What is that? Okay, if it is small money, why are you expecting me to give you? That will cut it down, never give you anything again. So you stop giving when you see that the people are taking advantage of you and they're not using that money wisely. That's when you stop. I don't want to take you guys' time. This is just, I just woke up. Okay? So that's when I'll be in the comment section.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Uju. I really appreciate this. Thank you. Like I said, you stop, and then you stop when you see they're not using the money correctly. They're not using the money to do something meaningful. They are just asking the money to buy Brazilian wig when I've not even bought Brazilian wig for myself. So the question is still, at what point should we stop enabling them? There are people I know, they've started one business for a brother, two business, 3, 4, over the years, for over 20 years, nothing worked. Vivian gave us a classic example of, the reality. It's either they will sell that business or run it to the ground just to continue to ask you for money. But I still believe there is still a way to save this issue. If it's a married couple, if the other one is sane, let's work with the one that is sane. But the thing is that, like, I think Vivian said, they marry best of the same feather. You understand? They flock together. So I'm gonna ask Unique Lady P to give us her final thoughts. Then Nell will also round up before I'll now say thank you to everyone.
Okay, so you say at what point, you've said something about working, like establishing the person. And we have already said that these are like, you find out that in every family, they are born to have such a person. You understand? When I started, I said, likely this person is the black sheep of the family, likely, but it's just so obvious that he is. You understand? So establishing him, in fact, seeing from all he said, you can see that he doesn't even want to work, because that is one of their characteristics. They don't want to work. They feel like, bring the money, bring the money. You understand? They're entitled. Bring the money. You don't stress me since you people have the money. Now, just like the example that Vivian gave us, even when she bought the guy the car he wanted, he sold it. You understand? Now, sometimes these people, they actually know, because from the beginning, you already know the kind of person. Sometimes you still know that they will sell it, you understand? But I know that Vivian buying such a car for the guy is just for, let's see if he can be able to manage it, right? Now, since he didn't manage it, and we still know that this is one of their character, they can't manage business. So I agree with you. Work with the person that is the one that is insane, probably the wife. You understand? I've seen a family that the mother, the father, some they are not okay like that, but they have a child, they have children that are okay, and people are helping the family through the children. You understand? In as much as they want to go to school, one of the son, I think you said the son is how many years? 9 years, right?
Yeah,
Okay, they are
9.
still tender. They are really still tender. So the most important thing is what you said. They should check him. They should check him into a facility. If they really want to help him, let the help start from there. Because no matter the amounts they give him now, he's going to he will still need more. And concerning his wife, you don't even need. When there was a time Mel was talking, she said, give her connection, give her money. Okay, I think it was in Zube. See, if that lady is good, she don't even need money to start. You understand? The only money she will need is just to buy her kids. Making Anne up, even if she didn't make Anne up, videoing where she was just touching Anne's face alone has even given her the connection she need. See, Nollywood, if you are good, you
That's the
can
thing.
make a lot of money
That's the thing
through
Mel
money.
said here. Mel said
Yes,
they have two celebrities. You understand? They are not. We are
yes.
just asking for a shout out from our
Mm,
YouTube, big YouTube.
mhm. So
Shout
I
out
don't really
Wahala.
know. At the long run, this is a family problem. So they will come through it. They will settle their matter, because no matter what we say here, I believe they won't even see this video. But we are just giving our 1 cent.
Yeah,
So
definitely. They will settle the matter, but how well is the matter settled? Remember last year it was Two-Face
no
brother.
matter how they settle it, so yeah, you believe you me and you know go still know how they want it.
Honestly, they should
But her
just
brother too, her other brother came out and disowned her now last
was
year.
it the other? I thought it was Two-Face brother.
Two-Face brother came out and insulted her, and then her brother came out and disowned her before this one
Eh,
now came out to say this.
Whoa.
One is
yes,
Wisdom, the other one is Sylvester. They are both her
yes,
brothers.
that's Sylvester
Charles
Mel.
is
When I saw
Two-Face's
that
brother,
video,
brother.
Wow, that means there is really something going on in that family.
yes, because I was meant to ask that question in this chat. Because when I saw that video, when the guy disowned Anna, I was very confused. I was like, they said you go to there's one Igbo proverb that said you go to Eke, you fight, you go to another market, you fight.
Mhm.
Who is pursuing who? You are
Wow,
fighting with this, you are fighting with this
everybody.
person. Then that other Sylvester disowned her. That means there's still a part of Anne that is not okay to the
Mhm.
family, let me say, because we don't know them personally, you understand? So I don't really
You know
know.
why I don't want to believe the brothers? It seems like among all of them, Annie is the richest, or she's the
Most
person
successful.
earning more money than the two of them. So at the point, maybe she's been helping them a lot. Noticing that they're not doing much with their life, she decided to just reduce on what she's doing, and everything started turning upside down. If she will continue the way she was doing before, they will come back and praise her on social media. You
Mm,
understand?
It's
yeah.
possible. It's possible that that's the case. It's really possible. But whatever be the case, I really feel sorry for their mother because I tried to put my mom in that woman's shoes. You understand? My mother will even hear that. She can't even stand the fact that, we have a little problem with each other. How much more? Social media. Yeah, so naturally booked them now. Now I'm balancing.
Yeah, you see, the mom should have been stable by now because it's not today they started, you
Adio.
get. She should have been stable, you get. This thing is not today fight. So if you check it, for that Sylvester to come out and publicly disown Anne, that wasn't even the first time they had problem. Probably they have been getting loggerhead in the family level and all that. So me, I just pray they should settle themselves amicably and then let peace reign. That is all.
Yes, that's what we all
Thank you,
pray.
everyone. I will be
Thank
at the
you so
background
much.
now.
Thank you. But they are giving us news like Mel. If not that they do all
Yeah,
this,
so
we won't have any content to create. So they are creating
My
free content.
That is just it. Oh, that is just it. Just like everybody used to say, Stop putting your life on social media." If they still no put am, some people no go chop.
Absolutely. Somebody was
we
saying
will not
that
the cash out yet, though. We just the talk,
we
they go.
just they talk the talk, just they build our own blogs, waiting for one celebrity to come and say, "Hey, this channel is good. Just subscribe and all of that." But until that happens, until we get there and start chopping the money, we'll be talking the talk. If they bring their matter outside, definitely
We
I will
go
run.
talk
I
and
will run the
put.
story. I will run the story. That's just it. If you don't want
Yeah.
your story, because you can't tell me that my own life is perfect. Mm-mm. I also have my problem. You understand? But if I decide not to bring it outside, you don't know. You don't know. You just be presuming like we do in reaction videos. Yeah, I think.
We'll just be presuming like everyone was presuming that Korra had a perfect marriage.
Yeah.
Hey, well, my people, lovely weekend.
Lovely weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been an amazing time with you, ladies. I really appreciate all of you. Mel, I appreciate. Mel said, if you can, because she already started giving, that if she can find something for them to do, especially the one that is saying, that's what we are saying. But the point is that we don't know if the wife is also like the husband. Like they say, best of the same feather, they flock together. That much we don't know. But all we are doing here is to wish them well, hope they find closure, and then move on with their lives and find something to do. The man is old enough at this point in his life. He's not supposed to be begging his younger sister money, 20,000 naira. No, his mates are busy doing something, especially when you've been in that circle of what is it called, Nigerian celebrities. He has been in that circle. He will not tell me that he doesn't know most of those celebrities, but he hasn't done anything with that opportunity God presented to him. It's so sad, but it's what it is. So we'll keep wishing them well. Mel, anything else you have to say so that we'll be rounding up?
No.
Thank you, everyone that supported us today. So our final note and takeaway note today is going to be we ask the question, at what point will you stop giving when you realize the person is operating on entitlement mentality? When you realize that the person is physically fit and refuse to do something with his or her hands, I think at that point you have to put a stop there and find a way to take care of your own self. Okay, take care of your parents and anyone that is willing to do something. If you have any ability to do, help the person to get established into something, because the thing is that it's better when we teach them how to fish than just give them fish to eat. And we pray that people will start having the ability to also become a fisherman, just like Mansa said, and not constantly relying on someone to give them money to buy a Brazilian wig or to slay on Instagram. Life itself is too short that people should be able to cater for their own very need, their own need first before you start thinking about another. I remember this quote that they will tell you in an airplane when you board a plane. They will say, in case of emergency, you first do what? Use the oxygen for yourself first before your child even. So you have to be stabilized before you be able to give help to somebody. That man talking, the wisdom himself needs to be stabilized. Right now, his life is not stable because if he's in a addicted and he said he's into addiction, he needs to get rehabilitated and be a better person to the society and also contribute to his quote to the society. People are looking up to him. He should not disappoint them. People in their villages, they want to be like him because of the picture they've painted, all life working well for them. So you have people in one world or that are looking up to you. Do not disappoint those people. Your mother is still alive. Make life better for you, for the children you're bringing into this world, and cater for them. Is one thing to have children, another is to cater for them. Don't bring a child into this world when you cannot be able to take care of them. That's the thing. If you know you're capable of taking care of them, then that's fine. So, ladies, and for Korra and Justin, we wish them well, and we really hope that Justin should stop updating the fans. They don't need your updates. If you have this problem, settle it in the court and move on, okay, so that Korra can concentrate on raising the children and you can also concentrate on healing. So we wish both of them well. Mel, I don't know what to say than to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So can you finish up with us with a word before we say bye?
Thank you too very much for having me host. You have said it all. What can we say? Nobody wants to see people divorce or fight on social media when they have issues that should be sorted out in private. That's like just as Korra herself said, she doesn't want to wash her dirty linen outside. So we just hope that at some point Justin will be able to sit down, even though it might be difficult. He will be able to sit down and talk with her, or they just take it to the court and let the judge do what he knows how to do best, and just they can each other separate, go their ways, and split whatever they have together and share custody. I don't think he should have full custody. From what he said in his video, that's selfish. She's the mom. One of the child is even still breastfeeding. So yeah, we just hope that they'll be able to figure it out and it works for both of them. And Annie's brother, he needs to go to rehab or something like that, get himself cleaned up, and then she can give him one more opportunity to see if he can turn his life around. Because some people can do that. They can go to rehab, come back, and bounce back, get a job and hold that job down. So we wish them all the best. Thank you, host.
Thank you so much, host. It's been amazing having you. God bless you real good, and you have a beautiful weekend. And thank you everyone on the chat that have supported us. Priska and Jume, thank you. Uju, thank you. Vivian Reality TV, thank you, ladies. You guys are amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. So let's do this same time next week, Saturday, 9 a.m. US time. I think it should be 3 p.m. African time. Thank you all. Have a blessed week and much love. Bye, everyone.